Last week, we came up on this show. We put every single NFL team's 2026 running back one into a tier list. It was a great time. I love a good tier list.
Yeah, I had a good time.
You had a good time?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was pretty fun.
You love a good tier list?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah. But it was a great time. It was a swell time.
Well, you know what's better than one good tier list?
Tell me.
2. As you guys
Sounds
see
like
by
a
the title,
blast.
we're here today to put every single NFL team's wide receiver one into a tier list. Week 2 of tier list season. Week 3 of ranking season. We'll put the quarterback list into this category of off-season contents. Yeah, man, it should be a fun one. We're here to project. We're here to talk about what we saw last season, how it impacts what we see next season. Should be a good time. Every single team's top pass catcher.
My favorite part about ranking season is it's like a new gardening season. This is when you plant the seeds, the agenda seeds that you're going to be, pushing all year long. I already know your agendas. I know
your agendas.
Listen, you know me.
Agenda man.
No one knows my agendas.
Yes, the fuck
Yes,
we do.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Name my number one wide receiver agenda.
Huh?
Name my number one wide receiver agenda.
You are going to your white boy is on the way back up.
Who would sit down here?
I'm not sure Lad's on my agenda list right now.
You know it is.
Okay.
He's certainly not the top of my agenda list.
Okay.
There's others.
Other white boys?
Other whites?
Who said whites?
He's an Alec Pierce guy?
Yeah.
Who said anything about the Caucasians? But yeah, like I said, we're going to do every single team's wide receiver one, presumed wide receiver one right now. Maybe some of these rooms have some changes coming in this season. Maybe some people are going to get lapped. I don't know. But right now, who we expect to be wide receiver one without crazy changes. Tier list them in tiers 1 through 5, deciding who we think are the best in the league.
Let's do it.
I will say the top 10 convo of wide receivers. We don't really do rankings in the tier list. We got to try to figure out how we feel about the top 5 to 10. Because obviously the top 4, who we all know are going to be in tier 1,
Okay.
impossible to rank. But the whole top 10, we'll do a little pseudo ranking because it's very interesting.
I feel like it's going to be the conversation around the top guys is going to be really like situational, as it usually is for us. So
Yeah.
We'll see.
We will see. With that being said, cue the intro music. We're going to go division by division to go through this tier list and have some kind of organization. Let's start with the wide receiver ones in the NFC North. First off, Justin Jefferson. Where do we go with him in this tier list? I wonder where he could be.
Tier 2, kind of a down season.
Fell off mid.
Maybe. And that's the conversation that J.J. McCarthy was trying to have. Obviously he's tier 1.
Tier 1 still. But once we get to the rest of the wide receivers in tier 1, we'll have a conversation about is Justin Jefferson still the number 1 receiver in the league, still have the crown as the maybe best offensive player in the league outside of quarterbacks. Time will tell. We'll get to that later in this episode to see how J.J. McCarthy has tanked his reputation. But even if we did, accept that there was some fall off and it wasn't all J.J. McCarthy, which I don't think anybody believes, he would still be tier 1. Mm-hmm. Like he would still be at the worst case scenario, the back of tier 1.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll save that conversation.
Yeah, still arguably the best route runner in the league, still arguably the best hands in the league, the best at the catch point in the league. Everything that we know that makes Justin Jefferson special, that was making him get 1,800 yard seasons, is still in there. He's not falling off whatsoever.
How many yards did he get this season?
Barely 1,000.
That's so ridiculous. Oh my God.
So, J.J. McCarthy, when the state of Minnesota catches you,
Yeah.
you're not going to have a good day.
Whew.
But outside of J.J. McCarthy going through the rest of this division, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Where do we put him in this tier list? A guy who's talked about as an elite wide receiver, but I think he's in a separate tier than the guys in tier 1.
Yeah, I think like last year we had put Amon-Ra at in tier 1. Yeah, as a tier 1 guy. I think because of the new additions into tier 1, because of what JSN did, because of what Puka did, they kind of made the gap bigger. Because last year, whenever we did this, we had like 6 guys that we were putting in tier 1.
Yeah,
and all of these guys can be, at the very, very top. I think it's a very clear 4 and then tier 2. Amon-Ra, if you have Amon-Ra at the top of tier 2 right now, just because of the consistency that he has year over year, I'm not mad at that. If you have him like the best, but he is a tier 2. I think, in this conversation.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned he's clearly tier 2. It's not a debate to me because there's no chance he can be tier 3. And like you mentioned, last year tier 1 was pretty big. That's because last year the landscape was Jefferson and Chase are the best 2. Everybody else is kind of vying for 3rd through 5th, and it's kind of wide open. You don't really want to do a tier just 2 people. So like Justin Jefferson and Chase were clearly the best two in tier one, but just two people. It's like, I guess you're still in this relative sphere. They're the top 5 guys. Now that it's 4 deep, like you said, of guys who have a legitimate best wide receiver in the world claim, I'm fine making that its own tier of like tier 1 is legit best in the world caliber.
Yeah, I agree. And if he's going to be tier 2, he's firmly like towards the front of tier 2 as well. I don't think he's a back end tier 2 guy.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how big tier 2 is. I don't think he's the best receiver in tier 2.
Really?
I think there's probably at least 2 we're going to put higher than him in tier 2.
We'll see. Okay, we'll see.
I think he's going to be the middle of tier 2, I think.
That's about me putting these guys potentially who you have ahead of him in tier 2 in tier 1, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, we know what Amon-Ra is. We know that how consistent he is, how good of a blocker he is, how they're able to scheme him open in a way that sometimes is held against him, but that's because he's such a good run blocker. They're able to do this stuff where they get him going in motion as a blocker, then releasing from there, getting these wide open passes that he can do good moves after in terms of rack, being a strong up the field runner after he catches the ball. Isn't the most explosive down the field athlete, but isn't some scrub there. Everything about him makes him unique, but clearly after so many years of high level production, even after losing Ben Johnson, still having a productive year himself, even with the offense falling off a little bit, clearly one of the best receivers in the world.
Yeah.
Easy.
I think with the Amon-Ra conversation, I'm much more interested in where he stacks up with the other tier 2 receivers because this is fairly chalk to me.
Yeah, pretty obvious to start. Packers. Do we just go ahead and put Christian Watson after
You could take whoever and you could put him in tier 4.
Yeah, they pay Christian Watson $27 million a year. Lots of freakouts online. We didn't get a chance to talk about that because it happened right after last episode. A lot of money for a guy that I think he's the first receiver to make that much money that has not had an 800-yard season.
That's so crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now we know the story of that is injuries. He did have a good year last year, made some strides, continues to be lethal downfield with that size-speed combination. I think he has a little bit more development last year in terms of what he can do with the ball in his hands after the catch. Still not like an elite receiver, but you can at least understand why they didn't want to let him walk. They're going to have to pay him Alec Pierce money for another kind of, not one-dimensional, but like deep threat specialist that they hope can develop into more. I think it's an okay contract. Not great.
It would be tough if you lost Dobbs and Watson in the same offseason. Yeah. And Tucker Kraft is coming back from the ACL injury, and then you're really, looking around saying, I have no idea what this offense is going to be. Like I don't have any consistency, any carryover into what we have in terms of strength on the outside. But their problem for the last couple of years really has just been like we don't have a dominant number 1 wide receiver. And I think that this kind of solidifies them in that spot unless Matthew Golden takes a massive leap forward. Because I don't think that Christian Watson is amazing. I don't think that he is a tier 3 guy. And whether you want to go on production or even just the availability of Christian Watson, and every single year there's something different that is keeping him off the field. I think that that's something that can impact his standing in the league. Now, 2 years ago, he played 15 games. So maybe you're hoping that last year was, just a little bit of an off year and he was actually getting towards being a more consistent, a more healthy player. And then now we can finally get a season where you're talking about, 1,000 yards. Can we get 700 yards? We haven't gotten that yet from Christian Watson.
Yeah. And he is a yards per route run demon, which you see sometimes with these guys who are big play threats. Last year, he was 6th in yards per route run at 2.5 exactly. That's great to see from a guy, like I said, that makes big plays. Only an 18% target share. Look at a guy like Amon-Ra, 31%. So he's just, when he's on the field, he's never been quite the separator to earn like top tier targets when maybe you could say there's too many cooks in the kitchen. There's too many solid wide receivers. Nobody solidified as wide receiver 1, including Watson. So maybe it's not his fault that he wasn't like just given a million targets because that's not the way they want to play when they know they have a lot of bodies that can do almost equal production. You would want to see him earn a little bit more than that. And maybe it's also because every time he gets the opportunity to, he gets injured, comes off an ACL tear, and there's always something that's stopping him from taking that leap. I can buy a Packers fan telling me that next year is a year that 1 year removed or a year and a half removed now from the ACL tear, full off season to develop being the guy, getting paid like the guy, not having Dobbs there. If you tell me next year he breaks out and gets into tier 3 and shows that the big playability can be matched with equally as consistent short area separation and reliability there, I wouldn't be totally shocked if he's the breakout wide receiver of next year.
It is nice. It is nice when the strength that you are going to base your overall success in terms of Christian Watson being this big play guy who can create stuff vertically. When that matches so well with the strength of your quarterback, and you have Jordan Love, so those two can amplify each other. So I can kind of understand it, but I'm not waiting on the breakout this year.
Me too.
I would be pleasantly surprised if Christian Watson ends up being a tier 3 guy, somebody that we look at and says, oh no, he's actually creeping up into like top 15 talks. That's not something that I'm like waiting on every day.
Yeah, and if hopefully, and I know a lot of those Packers fans are hoping that a lot of the stuff that happened last year, I think the last like maybe 5 or 6 games, he really had an uptick in production.
Yep,
they're hoping that carries on. But I'm with you guys. I'd rather refrain from pushing him right now because I just want to see a little bit more on paper.
Yeah, and listen, $27 million is a crazy sticker tag. That's going to make people make fun of them for giving him that type of guaranteed money with such little production. It's a hugely incentive-based contract that he has to play like a wide receiver 1 to get that $27 million. So I'm not really worried about it. It's funny to make jokes about them, especially for like Bears fans that are online and Lions fans, in division fans that are like, haha, you waste all this money on mid. I get it. Comes with being a fan. It's an okay contract. It's fine. Until it's not.
That kind of just a problem with the package right now. And
everything's okay.
Yeah, everything's just fine.
Matthew Golden, first year, fine. We'll see.
Yeah, it's cool.
You have one great skill player in Tucker Kraft. And he's not there. I guess he's fine right now.
Is Josh Jacobs fine?
Apparently, you asked their coach. It's business as usual, so shit's fine. Doesn't matter, apparently.
That shit's so
you can
crazy,
do whatever
man.
you want as long as the Chargers aren't there.
Just fine.
Just fine.
Fuck.
We don't give a damn about the headlines, apparently.
Just fine.
Yeah, Roger Goodell said it's fine. Doesn't matter at all.
That's so crazy, bro.
Chicago Bears, last team in this division. There is some debate on who the wide receiver 1 will be. A lot of Luther Burden truthers out there. I mentioned that Christian Watson is a yards per route run demon, 6th in the league. Luther Burden is 3rd in the league. Now, both have a hilariously small sample size, below 250 routes run. For comparison, Jackson Smith-Njigba has 497 last year. So, in half as many opportunities, Luther Burden was one of the most efficient wide receivers in the NFL last year. Don't know if that's going to translate to him being elite next year. I hope it does. But for the sake of this tier list, I think we go with Rome Odunze just to go off of what's more likely, probably. What do we do with him in a year where he started off incredibly hot, started to trail off as time went on, dealt with injuries of his own, of course, but up and down season in terms of the, I think, PR he has as like a future wide receiver 1.
Yeah, I'm fine with giving the nod to Rome simply because he's been dealing with knick-knack stuff basically felt like the entire year. Now he did have like a lot of like eye gouging moments when it comes to just
eye gouging. My eyes.
My eye. Yeah,
dropping touchdowns in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's obviously incredibly tough for any fan base to experience, but I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt that he will at least start out the year as like wide receiver 1. But I have this like gut wrenching feeling that I don't know, by maybe like week 7 or 8 or something like that, the tide will definitely turn.
It wouldn't be gut wrenching in that if that does happen, it's probably because Luther Burden is just a demon.
Yeah,
and cool. I do have a gut wrenching feeling that maybe Rome Odunze is a little more mid than we thought. As a guy who we had a lot of stock in him last year. We did our breakout players episode beginning of last season. Players we think we're gonna make a star leap. We picked Rome as one of our wide receivers in that tier in that episode.
Didn't happen.
For about 4 weeks, I was really excited that it was going well. Didn't happen for the whole year, and I am a little concerned that maybe he just isn't as amazing of a down the field weapon as we thought he was when he was playing at Michael Penix in college. When you look up every game, you're seeing bombs up the sideline. That Rome Odunze down there somewhere ball worked really well because he was one of the best ball trackers in the college sense. Plus having that crazy height speed combination for the college level. I haven't thought for a second in the NFL that translated, and he is a truly lethal AJ Brown-esque weapon up the sidelines.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of got lied to a little bit in that draft because there were 2 guys because it was Rome and it was Marvin Harrison
and Neighbors.
Yeah, but Neighbors I feel like has lived up to the hype.
Yeah,
but Marvin Harrison and Rome, both of them were like, these are pro-ready guys. They're going to step in. They're going to be, they're going to be difference makers. And we haven't seen it. And for year 1, you can kind of throw that out the window for basically everybody who's on the Bears in 2024. You understand what the situation was. And you get Ben Johnson, and everything is different. And like you said, for a couple games last year, for a stretch, you can see the connection between Caleb and between Rome. I do think, though, that number 1 pass catcher just in general is on the board for anybody to go take in Chicago because of the ascension later in the season with Colston Loveland, because of what Luther Burden was able to do. And then now that DJ Moore isn't there, like Rome Odunze isn't naturally going to be the one to fill all of the DJ Moore things, right? Like you can use DJ Moore in a couple of different ways than you can use Rome Odunze. So I think that for that specific skill set and for those types of plays, that's where I think the opportunity may lend itself to Luther Burden to step up a little bit more.
Yeah.
But Rome, you were a first round overall pick. You were a top 10 overall pick. You have the opportunity. They're going to give Rome all the chances to. I just don't know if it's going to happen.
There are 77 qualified wide receivers on the NFL Pro database, meaning you hit the requisite number of snaps and targets to be counted on the leaderboards for every advanced statistic, right? 77. When you filter by catch percentage, which is what it sounds like, the amount of targets you get and how many of them you catch. Where do you think Rome ranks in catch percentage?
I'm going to say 68th.
75th.
73.
Yeah.
Of 77 qualified receivers, only people he's ahead of, Jerry Jeudy, not known for his hands.
Yeah.
Alec Iomanner, rookie. Adonai Mitchell, known for a very famous non-hands.
Yeah.
Darnell Mooney. Those are the names he's ahead of. And no, there's a lot of context there. It could be errant throws.
Yeah.
We know Caleb is prone to miss him from time to time. Luther Burden is fourth in this stat in the league.
Yeah.
Luther Burden's catching the shit out of his passes.
Yeah. And it's when it comes to, first and foremost, when it comes to Rome, I think when it comes to seeing how hearing those stats and hearing how he's like in Darnell Mooney conversations, which is absolutely disgusting. A lot of that, I attribute a lot of that to like the ball tracking, and I think sometimes that's not where it 100% needs to be compared to someone like Luther Burden, who the ball tracking stuff is 100% there, but on top of that too, what makes him special and like such a separator is of course his ability to separate, but more so it's his awareness to not take massive hits. It's his awareness to know when the defender's coming towards him, how nifty he is when it comes to stop and start and go moves and all that. So I think that's what separates it for me. Yeah,
he just hasn't developed as a really high quality route runner at any area of the field yet.
Yeah.
I'm not selling stock or anything, but I don't feel the optimism that I felt last year. I need to be proved it a little bit more. So I think putting him next to Christian Watson tier 4 is probably okay. I think tier 3 is very much in the card still. I won't be shocked if that does happen and we were just a year too early. But I feel like it would be a little dishonest for me to come up here after what we saw last year when it was still just him being raw and not quite hitting his potential yet. That
very dishonest.
It would be a little dishonest for me to be like, yeah, he's for sure going to be top 15.
Yeah, that's not the case from last year.
Yeah, but I still have hope. So Bears fans, this isn't selling stock. It's just got to be a little bit more realistic right now and wait for him to show us rather than expecting it. In year 2, you can expect a breakout. When year 3 comes around, you haven't seen it yet. You got to just wait and see.
We're trying to crack top 20 talks right now.
Yeah,
so
you can do that. Maybe he's around. I don't know. I haven't sat down. We didn't rank him this time. Maybe he is around the 20th best wide receiver one. Or 23rd, something like that.
I don't know. He's closer to those conversations than top 15, upper half of the league wide receiver.
Much closer to that than he is to what the conversation League Neighbors is in.
Yeah,
for sure.
Let's go to that division. NFC East. We have to highlight the NFC East with the Dallas Cowboys. Who is their wide receiver 1 next year? We know CeeDee Lamb for the past several seasons, for really the entirety of his career. Tier 1 to 2 wide receiver in the NFL. Elite. Stamped. George Pickens was better last year. And I think people are letting the George Pickens ascension cloud their minds a little bit and kind of make them forget about CD, who got hurt last year. So that's kind of the reason his numbers aren't crazy. Was still very good last year. It's not like CD fell off. He was just dealing with injury and missed games. Are we to assume that when they're both healthy, both playing the level you'd expect, that George Pickens is better now? That leap George Pickens made at 24 years old was just a star leap the second he got a good quarterback, and he's just that guy now, tier 1? Or is there a chance CD is still wide receiver 1?
There's obviously, CD is great. So there's obviously a chance that he is still wide receiver 1. I think between the injuries last year and George Pickens' ability to be a contested catch guy, and on the other side, some of the drop issues that happened with CD last year, comparing those two things, it is very easy it is easier for me to start leaning towards George Pickens when you add that in. You add just how crazy of a yards after the catch guy that he was.
That's the part.
How explosive he was there. You start adding the things up, and again, not saying that CD can't do any of these things because he also is insanely dynamic and they can use him in a lot of ways. But having the ability to go out and just say, hey, be my X, go out and win on the outside, and then also I can use you underneath and you can break plays from wherever, and I have a little bit more confidence in your hands. I think that coming into this year, it's not crazy. I think that Pickens deserves to be wide receiver 1 for them.
I agree. And you mentioned the yards after catch stuff. That's a difference to me. For his whole career, George Pickens has been a down the sideline, crazy contested catch guy.
Yeah.
The shit he was doing, catching slants and making people miss, making people look silly, the way he was moving at that size, he's moving like a smaller player. That makes him just... If you want to tell me he's the back of tier 1 and you think that he's like right behind the guys we all know are in the conversation for tier 1, I don't think it's crazy. That's the level of season he had.
Wow.
Like that can be the tiebreaker for him and CD. Maybe CD does come back and bounce back and is just as good, if not better, next year. That might be a razor thin margins. For this year, at least, George Pickens earned to be on this list.
Yeah, and there's a lot of guys. Like everybody's probably like, I don't know. Everybody has a receiver that they're like, yo, please save him, and he can be much better. And Pickens was kind of in that range as well, where you have 3 years where he's playing with subpar quarterbacks, and then it's like if you can only get him to a good situation, you get him with a guy like Dak, and then boom, everything clicks, and you see the absolute best version of it. And so now you can go back and say, yeah, all the talent that we thought you had, you did produce instantly and took it to the absolute next level. So I understand why he would be first. For CD though, real quick, it is like year over year he has done this he has been consistent in terms of just production year over year. Obviously he was hurt last year, but so if you want to look at CD and just say, hey, it's just a down year, we shouldn't penalize him too much for that, I can understand that as well.
Yeah, I would agree with that ultimately going into next year, but for this year, if we want, yeah, he got it for now. And I feel like going back to throughout the regular season, game by game, as he was making these like clear star strides and doing things in between that he's pretty much never done before in his career. I always heard people be like, yeah, like the talent's there and all that, but wait until he does Looney Tunes shit in a couple weeks from now. And it was like a week by week thing that everyone just wanted to use to like help tax him down. So yeah, he deserves this.
So wait, top of tier 2?
Top
of tier 2, well, yeah.
Sure. Let's do it. I think I would still take Amon-Ra.
If this last year is any indication of what we can expect from George Pickens going forward, I'm not hesitating for a second to take Pickens over Amon-Ra.
I wouldn't blame you for that.
But it's only 1 year, so Amon-Ra has earned multiple years of credibility. It's one breakout year for Pickens without CD for a lot of it, so I can understand not wanting to go that far yet, but none of it seemed fluky to me.
No, but
we can keep him there right behind Amon-Ra, honestly.
We don't really got to focus on the order, but I just my idea would be top of second tier. As the guy, I'd probably want him more than anybody else we're gonna have in second tier.
Okay.
Malik Neighbors, what do we do with this? Obviously dealing with a pesky ACL recovery, multiple surgeries to clean up post-surgery issues that's been happening. Seems like it's gonna linger into the season. Don't know if we're gonna see 100% Malik Neighbors in this coming year. I also don't know that we won't. It's just so in the air in a way that's a little bit unusual for an ACL tear, I think. Do you want to just treat it like he's going to be healthy just for the sake of conversation?
Yeah. But I'm not going to lie. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm definitely worried.
I'm scared. It's like very rarely, like, listen, doctors are cocky people. And any time that they do a surgery, it's like, this was the best surgery I've ever done in my life. And the fact that Malik Neighbors has had to go back time and time again to keep getting these surgeries, it's tough.
You made a doctor put his hand up and say, my bad.
Yeah.
Ball was out on me.
Never. And so it's rough, like thinking what, like, or trying to figure out what kind of version of Malik Neighbors that you're going to get. But if we are treating him like he's healthy, he's definitely tier 2.
Yep.
I think he has an argument to be in tier 1 if he's like fully healthy. Fully healthy Malik Neighbors is disgusting.
I agree.
And he is different.
I think I'd phrase it like he has an argument to break into tier 1 this year in terms of like going forward, he can like hit that next step. I don't think he was tier 1 last year.
Did we put him tier 1 last year?
Well, again, tier 1 is different now.
Yeah.
Tier 1 now is there's 4 best in the world caliber guys. That's a bit much for me. But if you told me that the ACL tear never happened, you'd expect another leap this year and think he get even better than we've seen from him, I would not argue for a second. Mm-hmm. He is just walking the league and immediately been dominant, exactly what you want to see. Prototype for a guy that ends up becoming the best receiver in the league. I can't even put it to words. He's amazing at all 3 levels. Fantastic hands, fantastic route runner, good after the catch, strong route runner, strong yards after catch guy. Like, I don't even know what you pinpoint as a flaw in his game right now besides health.
You can't press him. You play him 1-on-1. He's frying you. His superpower, which again is going to be tested by the knee, is his like shiftiness and his juke moves. Like as soon as he gets the ball, it feels like somebody's playing 2K with him. It feels like somebody's playing Madden, and they have all the juke moves figured out, and they can make him go any direction faster than anybody. And so if that's taken away from his game by 10%, whatever, then it is a different conversation. But if we're saying that the ACL never happened and all of that is there, then I do think that Malik Neighbors will be at the end of the season somebody that we look at and is in that like top tier.
Yeah. Okay. Terry McLaurin. Obviously came into the season last year dealing with injury after getting paid. Mm-hmm. The whole offense fell apart. I don't really know how to hold anything against the team last year when Jaden Daniels was injured. The whole team just like had a fall from grace where they had to come to terms with the point of the team they're at when they thought they were going to be like a true contender. He's Terry McLaurin still? He's not washed? Is he just tier 3?
You could put him tier 3. I think it's fair to assume, especially considering how bad of a down year that was for him and overall their offense and all the weird things that they had going on. I was listening to something passing on Twitter the other day, and it was their new play caller talking about how their main goal on offense, considering like all the crazy stuff they have when it comes to other guys potentially being inserted into the building and Brandon Ayuk or whatever, and their main goal is to literally double the usage of Terry McLaurin, considering how atrocious it was last year. So. Yeah. I'm hoping, I know will be better, barring all health, but he feels like a very normal, regular tier 3 guy.
Yep. 6 straight years of 1,000-yard seasons before last year, or 5. My eyes are glossing over reading these numbers. Last year, 582 in 10 games. I think it's fair to assume we're going to go back and see him be a 1,000-yard receiver again and be the reliable, down-the-field, deep threat we've known him to be for all these years.
Yeah.
And people are really hopeful on Blau being their new offensive coordinator and bringing in some like high-level scheme to change it up. People are really hopeful they're going to have a crazy year. So
yeah,
I have no issue giving them faith that he'll bounce back.
I agree.
It is like the start of the end, though. Like the idea of you had all these years where you were insanely durable.
Yep.
And then you take one off season off. You play that season, you're 30, you're turning 31 now, and all of a sudden you go from getting 1,000 yards year in and year out to here's a 998 season, right? Here's now we're starting to see the decline. So I think that he has earned tier 3 and that right now he does deserve the benefit of the doubt. But if he drops into tier 4, I'm not going to be, oh my gosh, I can't believe Terry's not, where he's at. I think that's very possible for this year.
Yeah. If it was a normal year and he looked a little bit worse, I think it would have been okay to say down to tier 4, like age 30 hit him. Mm-hmm. But because of the injury to him and this quarterback, I'm fine kind of scrapping the year for now. Just because, like you said, he's been so consistent, earned so much goodwill that I'm going to pretend last year didn't exist for him.
Yeah.
And last team in this division, Philadelphia Eagles, Devonta Smith. First time.
It's new wide receiver 1 season.
First time being wide receiver 1. Do we think being in tier 2 basically means you have an argument for being a top 10 receiver in the league?
Yes.
I think that's in the cards. I won't be shocked. If you tell me next year he's better than A.J. Brown, I won't be shocked.
Okay.
But I don't think it's a given. So I don't know if we can just give him tier 2 just because he's in that role now, especially with what we know about that offense and how it's far from a fucking given that it's an effective offense, even with Mannion coming in, and just assume he's better than Patullo, which, again, far from a given. Let's assume he gets a better production year out of Jalen Hurts.
That's a given. That's a given.
Okay, sure. Maybe it's a given he's better, but is he meaningfully better to fix everything that made them wrong last year, make them a good passing offense? That's far from a given. Mm-hmm. Is it a given that he's going to make Jalen Hurts expand the route tree or even just do a comparable level of passing performance he had 2 years ago? Far from a given. I don't know that I can feel certain that Devonta Smith puts up top 10 production next year.
How you feel?
Top 10 production.
Because I know how I feel.
That.
Yeah, I mean, how could you not feel optimistic about that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you, but it's just, I also like A.J. Brown was so important for that offense. the deep threat he brought with that strength is so important. And Devontae is probably going to be a better like flanking middle of the field route runner. He's not AJ Brown up the sideline, and now he has to step in that role, which he's not going to play one-to-one what AJ Brown did or anything, but I could see it changing up their offense, and they're going to miss that deep ball presence that AJ Brown had. And I don't know. There's a world where there's a real downside.
Well, that's why I think a lot of I do think that that's a slight misconception about Devonta.
Okay.
Is that because he's an amazing vertical receiver.
Yeah. Way better route runner, way better ball tracker. Not better than AJ, but like better than people think.
Ball tracking? Yes.
Than AJ?
I think so. I think Smitty is one of the better ball trackers in the league. And I think that specific skills there, obviously he's not, like 6'3", 2 whatever. He is getting bigger. He's getting bigger. He is getting swole. He's out here. But even like from the day that he like walked in, even like the first year that AJ was there, Smitty was on the outside a lot. Like they were moving AJ Brown around a lot when he first got there, and then they kind of moved to where Smitty was moving around a little bit more, and AJ was more on the outside. But he can play outside, and he can play outside. He could win contested catches. He can track the ball. So I think from that standpoint, you still are going to get that aspect from the Eagles' offense. And in games where AJ hasn't played over the last couple of years, the chemistry between Hurts and Smitty, it's been there, and he's been very, very productive. So I think that he will have a claim for a top 10 wide receiver. I think low key, if you're really, really high, you can make that argument now. We don't have to do that. But I think in terms of skill set, in terms of opportunity, in terms of things that he's already done, he definitely is up there in tier 2.
Yeah, I agree. And then I think on top of that too, what would lead me to believe that he will, or at least should, break into like top 10 production number wise is that a lot of the guys on the roster already too, Eli Stowers and Mekhi Lemon, they're so different compared to him and do a lot of their damage like in between and in the middle and shit. And so they're going to 100% rely on Smitty.
Yeah, I can fully buy this. And it's somewhat projection because it's been a while since we've seen him in that role. And like we mentioned, all the question marks. But I think he's just as talented as AJ Brown. In terms of last year, I think the golf and skill level as AJ Brown's gotten a little bit older, a little bit slower, I think it's gotten real close now. I do think AJ Brown's in a better situation, so I think he'll probably have a better year. But I don't think they're that different in skill level. And if you buy that he's fully capable of stepping into those wide receiver 1 shoes in that specific offense that will be different, I'm not mad at us doing a little projection and putting him in the back of tier 2.
Yeah, three of the last 4 years, he's gone to 1,000 yards. I think even this past season, and something that Eagles fans would be very, very quick to tell you, Smitty was cooking before another one of like AJ Brown going out and saying the things in the media, and then you start to see the offense shift a lot. So I think that there were times even last year where you could start to see the production start to catch up with the talent level that we all think Devonta Smith has. So yeah tier 2 is cool.
Yep. Okay, and then who's left in this division?
That's it.
That's everybody.
Oh, we got that's everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, because we didn't put CD on here.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, next division. What should we do?
AFC South.
AFC South. Okay.
I know it's nobody ever likes the South divisions. They're the worst in the league.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if they're like the worst because like the Texans and the Jags are good, and like we have hope for the Jaguars. They're just they're the nastiest divisions.
Yeah.
You're right.
AFC South. Gotta start with another guy who just got paid, rightfully so, Nico Collins. Man, we are putting a lot of wide receivers in tier 2. He is clearly tier 2.
You guys loved him last year. I remember.
I still do.
Talking about how underrated he was, which is still very true.
I just pray to God that CJ Stroud and that offensive line, the new offensive play caller, are good enough to allow Nico Collins to thrive. Because I think Nico Collins is, how do I phrase this? The best wide receiver in the league that we haven't seen the best from yet. The most untapped potential of the top guys. Nico Collins is a fucking freak. He just always gets hurt. In the last 2 years, the offense fell apart around him. He is... whoever you pick as being the best wide receiver outside of tier 1, whether you're an Amon-Ra guy, a Pickens guy, Neighbors, whoever else we end up throwing in there as this list goes on, I think Nico Collins is exactly as good as them. Has exactly as much potential to do whatever their best season is. I think he can do that. If you tell me things go well and CJ Stroud bounces back and the line is good and Nico Collins has a 1650-yard season, fully believe you. Now it all hinges on, can this motherfucker stay healthy? Because as well as everything with the team has gone wrong, he's injury prone, and that's been made abundantly clear.
Yeah, I mean, he only missed 2 games last year.
But he was playing through injuries. That's a problem.
Yeah.
And so him being out there is obviously it's key. Obviously I'm gonna keep pushing this propaganda. I'm with you. I think that the Texans are gonna have a offensively are gonna have a bounce back year. And the big difference, like 2 years ago when CJ Stroud first got to the league, like him and Nico Collins cooking. You're getting 1,300 yards. His catch percentage was at like 73% plus, right? Like it was, they were super, super efficient.
Yeah.
Every single year for the last 2 years, that number has gone down. And there's obviously a bunch of different reasons. The line, the disintegration of the run game, CJ Stroud taking a step back. If any one of those variables start to get back to mid, and I think that you are going to get a situation where Stroud isn't going to look to press, or maybe this offense doesn't feel like every single time we're just pressing. You can get more of a free flowing offense, and now we can get Nico Collins to get back to just dominating everybody with really what he is, which is, hey, I'm 6'4", 220, right? And I can run by you, I can body you up. I have great hands. Like he has all of the physical attributes to come out here and be, at the top of tier 2 and on any given year say, oh yeah, I'm a top five receiver. I think the offensive situation just needs to dictate that a little bit more.
Yeah. Clear tier 2.
Yeah. Okay. Fairs.
They don't make guys like 6'4", 220 is ridiculous.
And to be that like technically sound, have developed this way. Like he didn't walk into the league being a top 5 pick and like clear cut superstar receiver. He just developed, did everything he needed to do, refine the route running, refine the release packages. He's so technically sound and disciplined. And like just you don't often see receivers grow into their body in that way and become so dominant. Most of the time, these big guys like this, they step in the league and they're going to be freaks. In college that they are just impossible to stay in front of. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a given for Nico Collins at all.
Shout out to him.
Okay. Shout out to him. What do you want to do next?
Should we do the other guy who got paid too, Alec Pierce?
Alec Pierce. What do we do with him? He is developed last year into one of the premier deep threats in the NFL. Got paid like a wide receiver 1 that indicates they want to expand him more than being just a pure deep threat. Mm-hmm. They trade Michael Pittman to the Steelers, open up more touches for him, and seemingly are fully bought in on him being capable of putting up much, much, much higher volume. Is he more Terry McLaurin or more Christian Watson? I think I lean more Terry McLaurin.
I think I'm leaning Christian Watson for this year just because the quarterback situation is worse.
Hey, Daniel Jones might be there week 1. He might have some crazy Achilles recovery.
That might be worse than like having a rushed back from an Achilles quarterback. It might be worse than just rolling out there with Riley Leonard or Anthony Richardson, like
who's been on the trade block for months.
Yeah,
I don't.
They've been in this entire limbo since Luck retired, but like the quarterback situation that they're in right now really is insanely dire. And I think what you saw for the first 8 weeks of last year, not really sure that we're going to be able to replicate that again, just coming off of the injury in terms of the quarterback play and lining that up with what Alec Pierce is. So it's not even a slight on him. I just don't think that the offense is going to allow itself and allow him to be the best version of himself or a version of himself that makes people say, yeah, he deserves that money. Like I can very easily see us get to like week 6 and it's like, you overpaid for Alec Pierce. And it's like, it's really not that simple because it's not like he's a bad player, but I don't have a lot of faith in the Colts offense as a whole this year. So I would say tier 3.
Okay. I think he's really good. Like even outside, I understand everything you're saying. 1,000 yards last year, led the league in yards per route. I mean yards per reception. I just think he's really fucking good. And I think he's a similar archetype of Christian Watson. I think he's meaningfully better than Christian Watson. I think he's meaningfully better as a downfield threat, even though Christian Watson is fantastic there too. I think last year he showed he can run a dig. He can run a post. He can do more than run straight real fast and jump. He is a well-rounded receiver that I kind of buy that going to next year without Pittman and making it clear, like you pay him accordingly as his wide receiver 1, if you're an offensive coordinator and you're devoting $27 million a year to this guy, you're going to get your money's worth because that means you missed out on other opportunities. You lost a couple linemen. You're going to make sure you get the most bang for your buck you can out of Alec Pierce. And I think he showed that he's capable of that. Like, I don't think him and Terry McLaurin are that different talent-wise.
Nah, going into next year, I can definitely see him breaking into tier 3. But there's just so much that could like go bad so quick when it comes to all the stuff that's happening with the Colts. Like you could sit down and tell me, yeah, they're the number 1 offense in the NFL next year because like they have arguably the best pass catching tight end. They got, of course, Jonathan Taylor and all that. And you could tell me that you can convince me that Daniel Jones is going to have a bounce back year coming off of the Achilles and shit too. But then also you could tell me like they win like 4 or 5 games of the year and their offense is tie fire because their quarterback situation is completely like ass. So there's so much happening. And even him too, he's coming off, I think he had like ankle surgery or something like that. Like, what, 2 months ago now? And I'm assuming that he's going to be fine and normal, but there's just so much lingering. But I'd like to assume coming off of this type of year that he had with such like low usage compared to everyone else who gets all these targets, he should bloom to tier 3. So I believe that.
Yeah, I see no reason to put him in the same tier as Watson right now.
Yeah, I think he has a lot more on paper. I feel like he's better than Watson, personally.
So do I.
Okay,
Yeah.
tier 3.
Now, who else is left in this division?
Jags and Titans.
Brian Thomas Jr. Incredible first year. Trevor Lawrence gets hurt. Mac Jones comes in. Crazy connection. We thought we were looking at a star already in year 1. Year 2 comes around, and pretty much everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Brian Thomas Jr. spent 16 games getting criticized for not being willing to take contact, going to the middle of the field, not running his digs hard enough, seemingly being a bad fit in the Liam Cohen offense. Now, since the season ended, all offseason they've been preaching that they're going to get a better year at Brian Thomas Jr., that they still feel good about him. He's not on the trade block like everybody wants to force. He is still a guy that they have all the faith in the world in and fully plan on getting a better year out of him next year. After last year, we would have thought he'd be a tier 2 guy. I mean, after last season. After this season, how far are we willing to drop him now?
I think tier 4 is okay.
That feels tough.
I think we're in a situation now to where I'm like, yo, next year I don't even know if you're going to be better than Parker Washington for real.
But people love Parker Washington.
I love him. He saved me. He saved my fantasy team, man.
People love him.
And I think that's very fair. And I think when you have, like, when you are, you know, the guy, you're wide receiver 1, and Parker Washington ascends last year. Basically, everybody on the Jags got a boost from Liam Cohen being there.
But you?
except for you.
Yeah.
And maybe if he goes somewhere else, and it's maybe Jacksonville just at this time, now that Liam Cohen is there, it's just not the place for him. But you saw other wide receivers ascend and have really, really good years. You saw the Jaguars make a move to bring a wide receiver in mid-season in Jacoby Myers. And all of a sudden, now this entire room is murky. Depending on what Travis Hunter does this year with him coming back from an injury, there's a world where you look at Brian Thomas Jr. and is he the third best receiver or third most productive receiver on this roster? Maybe, right? Travis Hunter comes
I suppose
back.
he could be fourth if you like all the guys.
Maybe. So if we are considering him as a wide receiver 1, then I think he is tier 4 because I think out of a lot of these guys, and really in the same vein as Christian Watson, his job is most up for grabs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I suppose that's fair. All these guys in tier 4 aren't clear-cut wide receiver 1s next year, now that you think about it. They've all been positioned as so. You know, Watson paid, other 2 drafted high. If you tell me next year Matthew Golden, Luther Burden, and Travis Hunter are the best receivers on your team, I suppose I buy it. And tier 4, maybe that's the place for these guys who are capable of being really good and productive, but it's not a given. I think that's fair. Because pretty much all these guys in tier 4 could be as good as tier 3. Like, if you tell me situation for situation, you swap them, they're equally as good as the tier 3 guys. It's not crazy, but there's enough variance that they fall to tier 4.
Yeah.
But I also, like, we say all this, I look at Alec Pearson, Terry McLaurin, and I remember what Brian Thomas Jr. did in the first year of his career. I'm like, he's just better than these guys. But you got to prove it, I guess.
Yeah, we thought that.
Yeah.
And last year was just so disastrous.
Yeah.
So I do think he has to prove it.
But with a year like that that's so disastrous, I'm like, is that just like a contextual nightmare? And like things happen, a rough adjustment to a new situation. We know everyone assumes he had like the yips and didn't want to take hits. Does he get over that after a year and get in a better mental space? I'm sure as an NFL wide receiver, having a clear mental is incredibly important in the season, and I'm sure it takes time away from the game to develop that back whenever you have this weird block going on with the hits. Are we overreacting? Is I guess my question. Is this such a unique situation that are we doing a little too much hate
I mean, he didn't have 100 yards one time last year.
That's disgusting. Not once? Damn.
You know, like for a wide receiver one, I would like to have one game out of 14 that you play.
Okay.
To do that. And I think the levels, everything that you're saying is correct, but also the levels to which he dropped last year is pretty alarming. To where he was on the trade block. He might not have even been on the team if somebody else wanted to go out and take a shot on Brian Thomas Jr.
You could assume that it's one bad year and he's back to being what we thought, or maybe it's a 1 year wonder. There's really no way to tell yet. But I guess the question is then, do we want to be on the conservative side of that? Because part of this is projection. So are you guys more of the mindset that's more likely he's tier 4 than tier 3 if both are on the table?
Yeah, I'd rather be conservative here for this reason.
Okay. Not going to use our glazing points here?
Not yet.
No, there's other people to glaze.
Cardinal Tate.
Glaze?
Glaze worthy.
I like Cardinal Tate a lot.
I've been seeing a lot of OTA Tate, man. He's tough.
I think Cardinal Tate's going to walk into league tier 3. But
yeah, he's tough. How hard?
He's an Ohio State wide receiver. Like, they come
they're
out,
always good.
He's so tough.
Yeah, they're productive. Tier 3 is fair.
It's fucking me up because I think the tier 4 names are very similar to tier 3 names. So I keep saying, like, I think he's immediately going to be this good. And then I'm like, but is it a given he's better than Brian Thomas and Rome? I still have the young player, like, benefit of the doubt in my head with those guys. So it's tough for me. But yeah, I guess it wouldn't be shocking at all if he's immediately the best player in tier 3 we have so far.
I think he also has some of the best in terms of him versus the other guy in tier 4, which is again their jobs being up for grabs. Wanda Robinson, I'm glad you got your money, but we know who the wide receiver one is day one walking into camp for Tennessee, and that's Cardinal Tate. And for them to get the most out of him, that connection between him and Cam Ward and allowing him to step into having true wide receiver one volume, I think they're at minimum going to test it. They're going to see, how much of a passing game that they can build around Cardinal Tate. So I think that he'll have the production level of a wide receiver one. And that's why I think he deserves to be in tier 3 going into his first year.
I agree. I think it's a very safe spot for a guy who I think is a very, very high floor as a wide receiver.
I agree.
Let's go over to the best division in football, NFC West. Puka Nacua, welcome to tier 1, the second player we have on this section. We have no reason to think he's anything other than a guy in the conversation for best wide receiver in the world.
Yeah.
Do you want to start the convos about the order or wait till we get them all in there?
Let's wait.
Wait.
Let's wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, welcome to tier 1. Again, we have nothing else to say other than you are in the conversation for best wide receiver in the world.
Good job. You're in the conversation.
Exactly.
We're gonna put you over there. We're gonna put you over there.
Clear cut. These are the 3 of the 4 best receivers alive. 49ers. I don't know for sure who's going to be the wide receiver 1 next year. All I do know is it will not be Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, fuck no. it definitely is going to be Mike Evans. Dude, he's so
it might
funny.
be Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall is good, and if you tell me he's healthy and takes a leap next year, I'll believe you.
Yeah.
I put Mike Evans here just to be safe.
Yeah, I think Ricky Pearsall is he's good, super talented dude, but I feel like he's talented like in spurts. Meanwhile, like I feel like Mike Evans is going to take a lot of the load, a lot of the target shares. Obviously, like he's like been forever dealing with these nagging injuries and shit like that, and we finally saw him lose that 1,000 yard streak last year. But I think going into next season, I think it's fair to assume he's going to be the normal Mike Evans. They're going to need him to be, considering some of the talent that they lost. I think, Juwan Jennings is not on this roster anymore. And so, I feel pretty good about him being tier 3.
I would probably, if he went to any other team, if he's still in the Bucks, I might have been like, I don't know, maybe time's up. Maybe it's tier 4 time.
Yeah.
With Kyle Shanahan will get at least one more great year to Mike Evans. I feel like it's a very, very, very strong bet that he'll hit 1,000 to 1,100 yards again.
Yeah, and like we talk about the injuries with Mike Evans, the whole team is always hurt. He fits right in, So at that point, I'm gonna go based on the production that you've done in the past. I'm gonna base on the consistency that I've seen and just the overall talent. And so Mike Evans should be wide receiver 1 for them.
Yep, and tier 3 is a good place to put him. Just like Terry McLaurin, Mr. 1,000 yards, Mr. Reliable, doesn't have the high-end upside of the guys in tier 2 who are just insane creators after the catch with the ball in their hands, but should be reliable, big body in the red zone, great down the field, isn't a slouch in the short area either. Tier 3 feels cool.
Yeah.
All right, so the Cardinals are here.
Michael Wilson.
I put Marvin Harrison just because I can fucking better be you. I think Michael Wilson's better than him, low-key.
Yeah.
So this is our last year. We put Marvin Harrison. You're tier 5, buddy, because I think Michael Wilson's better than you as of today. That better change next year. Last season, Michael Wilson clears the hell out of him.
This is one of the more disappointing prospects that we've seen.
It's like the most disappointing wide receiver prospect I've ever seen.
Yeah.
People were saying that this is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
This is somebody who's going to walk into the league and be a top 10 receiver, be a top 5 receiver. He's so technically sound. He could do all these things. And it just hasn't amounted to anything. And the fact that you have gotten passed up in year 2, in your breakout year, we give you 1 year. We give you grace. And it's like, rookie stuff, yada, yada, yada. You'll come back, you'll be better. Nah, man. That wasn't really the case last year. So I do think tier 5. Tier 5, 4 is like, listen, you're in competition, but you're coming into camp with the wide receiver 1 label. 5 is you have to fight to get that label back again.
Yeah.
So
and if you tell me next
down.
year Marvin Harrison is once again like their best receiver, I don't know how high that ceiling is, but if he's their best, I believe you. It's been under talked about because it's the Cardinals and nobody gives a shit in the national media. Michael Wilson might just be like a star now. Like maybe that was just like an outbreak for him that he's just like is that guy now and he's ascending and is going to be a tier 3 or 4 wide receiver in the league. That's super possible. So I don't even know that it's about Marvin Harrison being incredibly mid, which we know he's just not star potential or hasn't been star production realized in any way that we should feel hope for, It might just be a conversation that we look up and we realize Michael Wilson just is that guy.
I feel like mid is okay to say for Marvin Harrison.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Tier 5 is mid.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Tier 6 is like you shouldn't be on my team or whatever. Like you should have no business being a wide receiver 1. 5 is like you're just a guy.
I will never, ever be able to get out the sight in my mind where he finally caught a touchdown pass and he got onto one knee just crying because of how much of a struggle it was up until that point in that season.
I felt so good for him in that moment. It's a problem that I felt so good for him.
Yeah.
That was real emotion that was earned. He needed that moment. That is a problem. In the moment, I'm very happy to be like, good for Marv. Now we're looking back, we're reflecting. I don't feel anything about it anymore. It's a problem that I was so happy for Marv.
And it's like on top of that too, knowing like all the QB stuff that team went through last year, fully like giving the keys to Jacoby Brissett and everything like working in full gear, and him being like a little bit better, but like Wilson like clearly surpassing him too. Amen. Game is game.
Also, we say that was week 4 in the season.
Yeah,
that was early on. Like it was just over from the jump.
Yeah.
I know Jacoby's there next year. It's not like we have any hope that it's going to be insane. Nope. Maybe Carson Beck is.
He's gonna go in there.
He's a breakout player.
Gunslinger.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool if Carson Beck broke out and was like a surprise. He's the new Dak, where he's like a surprise star right away and awakens Marvin Harrison. That would be cool.
So weird. That would be up there with like the weirdest storyline.
Would it be that weird though? Like it would just be Dak.
If Carson Beck becomes like Dak Prescott, yes.
I don't think that'd be weird. I mean, it's unlikely. It's the same exact thing with Dak.
It's insanely weird. It's insanely weird. We know exactly who Carson Beck is. Like he's not like.
I think we would have said the same thing about Dak. That he's like, oh yeah, that guy that runs around at Mississippi State.
No,
Great.
no. Dak was a better player at Mississippi State than Carson Beck was wherever he was at. Like Carson Beck is getting carried by Georgia defenses and at Miami. But if he's the one that steps in and all of a sudden it's like Carson Beck offensive rookie of the year conversations, that's insane.
I think archetype wise it's not insane because we've seen it, but I'm certainly not on the Carson Beck train, so I'm with you. I'm not expecting that.
Yeah.
But I can imagine that storyline where he starts and maybe he's not Dak level good, but he's like a quality starter in a strange way. And the passing game opens up. Jeremiah Love's a superstar. And we're like, why didn't we see the Cardinals coming?
Because Carson Beck was the quarterback.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
I imagine this story. I've seen this play out before. This surprise young team because a quarterback is surprisingly confident. I kind of want to live in that scenario. That'd be very funny.
I mean,
that'd be very funny.
We can't. I don't care about Carson Beck.
Me neither. I don't give a fuck.
It's fine.
But it'd be very funny if the Cardinals are competent next year and this division is just hell.
You like it?
I like that idea. It's fun to me.
Now, is it going to happen? Hell no.
This is nasty fan fiction.
It is. Carson Beck fanfic. Who cares?
Nasty writing.
Yeah, this is bad work.
Bad linguistics.
Listen, I will not be drafting Carson Beck in any fantasy league, so I'm not putting any type of stock into this shit at all. It would just be kind of cool.
This is fan fiction, just for the love of the game.
He's literally just yapping.
Just to keep your pen moving.
Gotta get to that 5-page mark.
Literally what it is. Yeah, if you stop using it, you're gonna lose it.
Exactly.
I've been said. I graduated college a while ago. Haven't written anything in a long time. Gotta stay in the lab. Okay, AFC West. Lad McConkey. What do we do with him? He's a guy that coming out of his rookie year, incredibly productive. We were talking about him in the back half of tier 2. Last year, Greg Roman happened. Austin Deculus happened. Bradley Bozeman unfortunately happened. Lots of things happened where that offense completely fell apart, and Lad McConkey suffered for it as well. Keenan Allen happened, who came in and took a lot of Lad McConkey's touches in the slot. What do we think about him? I think he did show less promise in year 2. He didn't build on year 1. I don't think he's a worse player than we saw in year 1, though, which is a really bad situation. But maybe we can't be quite as optimistic after that year.
Yeah. But I think if you want to be optimistic, now is the time than ever to be, considering the new minds that you have going into that building. Offensive line will be better, bare minimum. I think I feel okay with ushering him into tier 3, but if you want to put him top end of tier 4, I won't be mad. But I think tier 3 feels right.
Tier 4, I'll kill you. You're just talking.
I mean, shit, that,
he's either the best receiver in tier 3 by a good margin, or if we want to give him credit that we think, like you said, McDaniel coming in, gonna presumably put him in a much better situation to succeed. No Keenan Allen as of today, so those targets in the slot aren't going to be taken. He's still one of the best route runners alive, still great after the catch, still very fast, good at the catch point. If you think everything's just the same and their situation is much better, you want to put the worst receiver in tier 2, that's a confident me. Top of tier 3 or worst receiver in tier 2.
This is where I feel like the glaze comes in.
Yeah. Call your shot. If you think he's good, and we don't got to be so beholden to what happened last year. We also can't be blind. Faith, call your shot. Do you think he's going to be back next year?
I think it is tier 2. I think he is back half of tier 2. Just because, also, if you're just staying consistent with, or at least for me, staying consistent with what I believe the Chargers have the ability to do, and knowing that I think Omarion Hampton is going to be better. I'm not thinking about Omarion Hampton as that's a top 5 running back, right?
Of course not.
So so when you think about the success of this offense, where is it going to come from? It's going to come from Mike McDaniel scheming things up. It's going to come from Justin Herbert being crazy talented, and the fact that Lad McConkey as a rookie was insanely dominant. And it really doesn't matter the route that Lad runs, because he's good at all of it.
Yeah.
There's nothing where you look at it and it's oh, this is truly his kryptonite. And so I think having McDaniel to put them in more favorable positions, I think you will have a very, very successful season. And that's why I think back of tier 2 is someone there.
Yeah, if he doesn't have a wildly successful season, I'm talking bare minimum, can you have a 1,100 yard year? I think he's very much capable of that. The only reason why that might not happen is if something catastrophic has to happen.
Or if Trey Harris emerges as being really good and Lack gets to chain snatch and it's just cool slot boy.
That's crazy.
Cool. I do think he's good. I'm still good enough to be back at tier 2. I'm not going to hold Greg Roman against anybody. I don't hold it against Herbert. I don't hold it against Hampton. I'm certainly not going to hold it against Ladd. Reception Perception is a website that we talked about last year on this episode. It is a website that they do a lot of analytics based around wide receivers. They measure by hand success rate versus all kinds of coverages. In success rate versus man coverage, Lad McConkey has 132 attempts. Number 1 in the league in success rate against man coverage. In success rate against zone coverage, Lad McConkey has 163 attempts, 84% success rate, highest in the league. So per Reception Perception, and they're tracking, which this is tracking every route you run, did you win that rep? Which is, I suppose, subjective. Did you get open? Did you beat your guy even if the ball didn't come to you? And if it came to you, even if it wasn't completed because of bad blocking, bad throw, whatever, that's what they're gauging as success rate. He's number 1 in the league still, which tracks. He is still one of the best route runners alive. Makes sense that even in a bad situation last year, still was at the top of the league. Same thing, everything I just said can also be said for Jalen Waddle, who they also have at the top of the league in both these metrics, despite not having a successful year because the offense sucked.
Yeah. It's whether it's man, zone, people pressing up on him, people playing off. Lad is he's going to get open.
He's third in the league against press in this as well.
Yeah. So he's dominant and he can be successful even in a Greg Roman offense. And so going from Greg Roman to Mike McDaniel, I think we've used the analogy before. It's like training with ankle weights.
Yeah.
And so he is going to get a boost. I think that the Chargers are going to be good. I think that the offense is going to be super dynamic. And a lot of that is going to come from Ladd McConkey production. So that's why for me, I think tier 2 is up there for him.
I agree. Rashee Rice.
Tier 6.
Tier 6. Jail?
Is his 30 days up yet?
Not yet.
You're in jail.
With a torn ACL.
Fuck.
Freshly repaired.
You're limping around the cell. You're in jail, dude.
You're in jail.
You right.
Hey, you know what's the crazy part? I don't know that I can believe he won't go back. I don't know that I can have faith that once the 30 days is done, that he's in the clear. He's a repeat offender of doing stupid shit.
There's another 30 days.
Yeah, this time 60 probably. I'm sure if you do it again, it's going to be more than 30. And when he was on the field last year, he was a short area easy catches merchant. He didn't do anything down the field and expand into the bigger role we wanted for him. Where we were talking about last year, him breaking out and being the new version of Amon-Ra St. Brown as this incredibly tough after the catch, strong, disciplined, being able to like play with this running back build, but do wide receiver stuff. That version of him didn't really come to fruition. Granted, the offense was just not in the strong state last year at all, so maybe it wasn't all his fault. Also, once again, coming off of an injury, we don't really have any reason for optimism other than we want it to happen.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I agree. The whole entire time early into last year when especially what's that guy's name again? Worthy went out and he basically like got his shoulder blown off or whatever earlier in the year.
Worthy's a what's your name kind of guy.
It feels like it now, man. And seeing that happen, everyone waiting around, crossing their hands, wait until Rashee Rice comes back, wait until he comes back, and then just he's back and nothing really changes. Now, of course, like the context of the offense is what it is. Their running game and all that was dire, and pretty much nothing was working, specifically like philosophy wise too. But like he was very much like a part of the problem as to why things felt so stale as well.
And also, my bad, it wasn't ACL recovery he just did. That was last year. It was LCL recovery. They did an additional knee surgery that is relating to the ACL tear. This time they're repairing the LCL, which they waited to do. So, I mean, that's not the same thing in coming off an ACL tear that was last year, but it's something.
Yeah.
While recovering from jail.
So where are we putting him for?
Bro, he's literally, like, in the most literal sense, boxed right now.
Oh my God. Full box.
We're putting him in tier 6, and we have to keep him moving. Like, there's no other option.
He's boxed. Las Vegas Raiders.
Boxed.
Las Vegas Raiders. Trey Tucker is a receiver we picked. Put him in tier 6 and keep it pushing.
Damn.
Hopefully one of the young guys passes him up.
He's nice.
And Trey Tucker can be the very good complimentary receiver he is.
He's good.
Jack Besh, please pass him up. And please give this Raiders offense some type of threat on the outside. Because Brock Bowers is going to be the real wide receiver one.
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle. Going to the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
Escaping the hellscape of the Dolphins post Mike McDaniel. What do we do with him? Because I think he's incredible. And I think him and Bo Nix are going to have a very good connection. Jalen Waddle is a good screen catcher, make yards after the catch. We know the Denver Broncos love to throw a motherfucking screen. Mm-hmm. All those passes were going to Troy Franklin. Welcome to Jalen Waddle's hands, who is a much better version of the same archetype of Troy Franklin. Also, we know one of the fastest people to ever live. Incredible up the sideline with Bo Nix, who in the second half of last year really developed as a deep down the field passer. And that's like the main counter in the Broncos offense. So I think he thrives in the short area with Bo Nix, thrives in the deep area with Bo Nix. And he's a very good route runner that can do whatever you want from the intermediate level of the field. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of expecting a huge year from him. Is that worthy of tier 2?
Man, tier 2 is crowded.
It's crowded as fuck. There's a lot of good receivers.
I think so.
Wow.
Do I actually?
I think if Devontae Smith is there, it's for similar reasons to me, that they're both really good and are being unlocked in a better position.
I mean, he's better though. But
is he that much better? I think he's. I suppose I agree.
I think he is.
Okay, I think I agree. Devontae Smith is better. I don't think they're that different though. Whatever the line is, whatever the margin is between those two, I don't think they're in separate tiers of quality of player.
But
you're right. Devontae Smith is better. Whatever that's worth.
I'm right on that line though of Waddle. Where
I think Waddle's in a better situation than Devontae Smith. In some
he's
ways.
like tier 2.5 for me right now.
I agree. What do we do with that?
I'm not sure, but I do think that.
You know what the problem is? Our tier 2 is so big, and there's such a big gap between tier 2 and 3. So it's kind of hard now.
Yeah.
Everybody that's really good is in tier 2.
That's tough, man.
Let's see. I mean, so Waddle, this is going to be the first time, like, really his whole career that he has a quarterback who, in terms of pushing the ball vertically downfield, is one of his strengths and something that he likes to go to. Because obviously that's not something that Tua is known for. So if you want to give him that boost, I can understand it. Obviously he played with Tyreek, so it's not like he's been, completely devoid of other good teammates. Mm-hmm. But you have a Cortland Sutton on the opposite side that is still very complimentary. I think we can get tier 2, but it really also depends on to make this a quarterback conversation, but like the development that we saw from Bo Nix in the second half of last year, I think it's very fair and very reasonable to say that is real development. You can take that into next year. Waddle is going to be fine. If you are holding out on the idea that Bo Nix is a competent quarterback, then I think that you would put Waddle in tier 3.
Yeah. But you want to split up that tier 2 right now?
It's tier 2? Big. It's big as hell.
Maybe we just is Marv closer to tier 6 or tier 4?
6, honestly.
Okay, put Marv in tier 6.
In terms of wide receiver ones, yeah.
Okay, put everybody in tier 4 down 1. Everybody in tier 3 down 1. And now let's split up tier 2. I think tier 2 is going to be the guys we think legitimately are 5 through 10. And then tier 3 is the guys we think are top 15 receivers that can get there. They're pretty much as good as tier 2, but don't deserve it right now necessarily, which I think is Ladd and Waddle.
Okay.
Is that fair? Does that make this a lot clearer for us?
Yeah, I agree.
Does Devontae Smith stay in 2, or does he go with Ladd and Waddle?
I think he stays in 2.
I'd
project Harden for him to be in 2.
Okay. I think he's probably, in the essence, closer to those 2, but if you want to project, I'm not going to argue with it that much. Is this, do we feel better about this now?
That feels way more comfortable.
Yeah. Dang, that's crazy.
What?
Mars with Trey Tucker and Rasheed Rice.
Should we put him in tier 5?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, when you put it like this,
okay,
Mark got to go up a little bit. That was wild.
Marvin Trey Tucker posted.
Damn, that's crazy.
That was insane. Man.
All right, so we feel better about this then.
Yeah, I feel better.
I do kind of feel like Devontae Smith and Waddle super next to each other. But I'm not going to hate on Devontae Smith. I like him a lot. If you guys want to put him tier 2, go for it. But this bitch is going to get crowded again because we got a couple more names coming. But okay, that's our AFC West. Let's go to the AFC East. A.J. Brown.
Tier 2.
Clearly tier 2. And I would have entertained, if they both stayed on the Eagles, I would have entertained soon that Devontae Smith might be passing him up. Bro, he's going, the best deep ball receiver in the league is going to Drake May.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown's going to go crazy for at least one more year.
He was having temper tantrums in like so many different ways, through stream, on the sideline, post-game interviews, just letting it known to everyone like he is unhappy and there's so much more that he can do on the field. Yeah, I think he should have a monster year. And if you want to argue with me, not even argue with me, I think next year he 100% should have like tier 1 wide receiver production. I feel strongly about that. But I think he's firmly like tier 2.
Yeah, I think if you ask AJ Brown right now and you said, was last year just you quitting on the team and that's why, and you were just checked out and that's why like your numbers were a little bit down, and he says no, I would be more concerned. If he said, nah, I was actually, doing my part every single play, because it's like, oh, you actually took a step back then.
Yeah.
If it is the case that you're looking at him and says, mentally I wasn't there. I asked for the trade. They didn't trade me in week 4. They didn't trade me at the deadline. I was just waiting to get out of there. But now I'm in a situation that I want to be in. I'm happy, everything's cool. Then yes, AJ Brown. I think especially with how good tier 1 was last year, he does have to prove again that he is a tier 1 receiver. But I do think that if we're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the argument for AJ Brown still being a top 5 receiver is there.
Yeah.
But if we're doing tier breaks, it is a little bit different.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. He's in a great situation. He's going to thrive. DJ Moore, going to the Buffalo Bills to be their wide receiver 1.
That's tier 4.
Yeah, probably tier 4.
Yeah. He's for them, clear cut wide receiver one. I feel like on maybe half the teams, it's a little bit up and down. Even this year, if he had stayed on the Bears, we were having the conversation going into last year. Is DJ Moore going to be the wide receiver one?
He was never a fit there.
Yeah. Is Rome going to be the guy coming into this year? For again, a lot of the teams for like maybe 15 teams in the league, you're probably not the wide receiver one, but
I think he'll have a pretty good year in Joe Brady's offense, who loves to throw screens. DJ Moore is very good at catching a screen and going. Getting the ball in his hands, letting him make plays is what you really need to do with him. I think he'll have a good year. He's not. I don't think he'll be on the level of Waddle and Ladd, though. I don't think that'll be a conversation.
Yeah, I agree.
Garrett Wilson, the guy who is just new gen Larry Fitzgerald. So not in terms of abilities, but being sold by terrible quarterback play every year. So we don't even really know how good you can be.
He had like 200 receiving yards last year.
Nobody can even know what your ceiling truly is because you're catching balls from absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
But Geno Smith coming in, probably a little cooked. Clearly going to be a more disciplined thrower than Justin Fields. I think he's probably still tier 3. I do think he's as good as those guys. Even if the situation won't allow him to be as productive this year as Ladd or Waddle will be, I think he's clearly as good as them.
He's getting back to 1,000 yards this year.
Yes, probably.
I think with Geno. Listen, he might have 200 targets this year.
Good.
Yeah, just give him every single target in the world. But yeah, from an ability standpoint, it is there. This is one of those moments where it's like, I need you to act like AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Right? I need you to start a riot in the facility because you need to go somewhere else. Because the quarterback play that they've given him over the start of his career is just so nasty and it's so bad that we've gotten highlights and we've gotten flash moments from him, and you see the body control, you see the tracking, you see the hand, you see everything. You just can't get the full experience of what Garrett Wilson is as a wide receiver one because the quarterbacks have been so bad.
Yeah. For the Miami Dolphins, we have the abstract idea of a Miami Dolphin, tier 6.
Cool.
Yeah, whoever's going to be catching the most amount of balls from them, your guess is as good as mine. Whoever they are, imagine them, picture them, close your eyes. Whatever face comes to mind, whether it be Malik Washington, Jalen Tolbert, Chris Bell, whoever it may be.
You forgot one.
Tier 6. Who I forget?
Tutu Atwell.
Tutu Atwell. How could I forget? Tier 6.
It's so tired.
And the only way it's not tier 6 is if it's Chris Bell and he proves to be like a breakout star as a rookie and he surprises us. That's possible for sure. I like Chris Bell a lot. Tier 6.
We're not. Yeah,
tier 6. AFC North. Where do we go with Jamar Chase?
He is back in tier 1.
The last player of tier 1.
Once again. Is it time?
Is it time?
What is it?
Is it time for the conversation?
What is it?
Who's the best receiver in the league? We have the 4 names here. They're going to be tier 1. There will be no further names. How do we order these guys? We've talked about it several times over the course of the season and early off season. My opinion keeps changing. This is the hardest ranking conversation I can remember across both sports we cover.
Yeah. I wanted to say so badly, no matter what way we slice it, Puka cannot be like any lower than 3.
Okay.
But then also I'm like, well, fuck, Justin Jefferson's there, and there's just like, it's an all-time guy, undeniably. I can say the same about Jamar. But then, like,
JSN's Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't disrespect any of them. I think Justin Jefferson is 1. I'll start there. I'm not backing down on 1 on Justin Jefferson. It's kind of a cop-out to just say the guy who's been the best is still the best.
Yeah.
I'm not letting 9 sway me.
It's fair.
I'm not letting 9 make me stop saying Justin Jefferson is the GOAT. So my GOAT, I'm not going to go. I was laughing. Yeah. I said it because you started laughing. My gut feeling is that Justin Jefferson going to 1 is an easy default.
I've Jefferson at 1 as well.
Okay.
You know what's funny? After I say that, my gut feeling is saying Chase at 2 is still a good default. He hasn't lost a step at all.
See, but that's the thing. I don't think so. I have Chase at 2 as well. I don't think it's defaulting. I think for some people it may seem like, oh, you're just falling back on priors. He had a good year last year as well, and Joe Burrow missed mad time, and so you're looking at Puka and you're looking at JSN and you're looking at the season that they had, and it's like, wow, they really popped, and look what they're doing in their situations. Literally last season, when his quarterback was healthy the entire year, he won the Triple Crown. So like we're not defaulting to anything. I think we're seeing somebody who, even with Jake Brown and Joe Flacco as his quarterback for some of the year, he's at 1,400 yards.
Yeah.
He's still insanely productive. So I don't think it's crazy to put Jamar Chase, or that it's lazy to say, oh, Chase is two.
For sure.
To say Jettas and Chases are 1 and 2.
Yeah, I agree. Like, as soon as Burrow went down and they picked up Flacco, their offense was strictly and purely let Jamar hoop here. He's somewhere over there, bro. And without him, like, this team would have fucking absolutely died. So I feel like it's fair to put him in number 2.
So who's better, Puka or JSN?
That's the hardest conversation.
I don't even know how to have an opinion on this.
How much tax are you giving to Puka how much McVay tax, if any? Like,
None. As far as me gauging his abilities, none.
If it's none, then I would put Puka 3, because I think Puka is. I think Puka 1 has been more consistent. He's just done it a little bit longer. Obviously, last year was JSN's breakout year, as good of a breakout year as you can have. But you have the consistency on Puka's side. Puka as just a physical guy and being a contested catch guy, I think is up there. His ability to move around and be involved in not only the passing game and the run game and the versatility that you can use him, I think is up there. So for those 3 things, I would have Puka above JSN at 3.
I think he's a fucking freak, bro. And then on top of that too, like, on top of the versatility, true. True as well. But bro, he's a brute force. And
True.
Fuck, man. All those things are valid.
His routes and the strength in which he runs it, the bite his routes have.
True.
Crazy.
Real eater. For
now,
real.
I will say, when it comes to like pound for pound skill set and like movement, I think Jason has that for sure. And I think he's a better separator. And I think his moves are a lot cleaner.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Puka's just like Tarzan damn near. But he's just like, he just knows how to out physical you at all times, you know, and there's nothing that you can do about it. And I like that type of hoops for me personally. Yeah, I love those type of hoops. Damn. True. He is like Tarzan.
He had to check himself and still concluded to say.
There's.
Yeah, JSN is the smoothest route runner in the NFL. I think it's him and Justin Jefferson as the 2 best route runners to me in the league. And then you bring in guys below that who aren't quite the same level of athlete, so it doesn't matter. Like Ladd is probably in that conversation, and whoever else you want to throw in there, but they're different qualities of player clearly. Among guys who have the capabilities of being tier 1, it's Jefferson and JSN as the best route runners. Yeah. JSN, the first thing I noticed early in the season when he was having his superstar breakout, when we started talking about him, is I realized he has the Tyreek Hill gene, that he can run in and out of his breaks and make insane route running abilities at full speed. He can glide and break you on in and out move without losing a step, without needing to slow down. And that makes such a huge difference in your ability as a route runner. That's why he was so good down the field last year, why he was incredibly hard to stay in front of on crossing routes, all that stuff. Best separator between the two of him and Puka by a mile. Puka's not a crazy separator. He's a good separator. People maybe give him too much flack for that. But
you can't play one-on-one.
Yeah. Puka still grades out amazing as man coverage and still beats you because, like you said, he's Tarzan. Yeah. He's incredibly strong. At the catch point, it's him and Justin Jefferson.
Ridiculous.
Him and Justin Jefferson, and then Pickett's probably, as the guys who make the craziest plays at the catch point. They will catch everything in crazy, dexterous angles, making things happen with both hands, falling to the ground. Both those guys, him and Jefferson, are due for the best catch you've ever seen every single year.
Yeah, and I think that's the separator for me, and that's like what I value the most when it comes to being super nuanced and nitpicky. There's so many situations where I think Puka can make something happen to where I'm not gonna say JSN can like won't be able to do the same things, but with the way he produced the value on the field and how Puka can like get these situations on the field through literally like any level, I think I value that more.
Yeah. And similar to Jamar Chase, he has that strength factor where you can throw him the ball in the short area and he can throw people off him and make him miss and gain more yards after catch. That JSN is good after the catch. You know, to get an 1,800-yard season, you gotta have to be.
Yeah.
But he's not Puka in that way. So, and the blocking element is a real thing that people complain that Puka gets to have all these yards schemed up for him. It helps when you're an amazing blocker and you can do this tight end stuff that opens you up because you have to block first and you can use that threat to get wide open as a pass catcher. Block better. I don't know.
all those factors just lean to Puka and the.
Doesn't it feel crazy after the year Jason had to put him 4?
It does, but I mean,
every answer's crazy, I guess.
Yeah.
When you're playing in the league at the same time as Justin Jefferson, as Jamar Chase, like those are two spots that until they genuinely fall off, then I like the conversation is just a little bit different. And even with Puka led the league in yards after catch, had over 100 yards more in terms of yak than JSN. That aspect to his game is different. So just every single stat, a lot of them lean towards Puka. So the efficiency, the physicality, the versatility, all of that leans me to say, yeah, Puka is 3, JSN is 4.
I agree. Yeah. Now let's have a way less interesting conversation. Where do we put DK Metcalf?
I gotta go Tinkle, man. Y'all talk about DK.
Where do we put DK Metcalf?
DK's cool.
DK's cool.
He's all right. I mean, DK's like tier 4.
Yeah, back at tier 4. He had a good year. I think he has a pretty good connection with Aaron Rodgers. I think there was that one play that everyone remembers where he took that like slant or like small post up for like a 70-yard touchdown last year. That's the peak version of DK. That we get him in open space, being able to use those crazy long strides and speed and get up the field and make
how
big
often
plays
do you
happen.
get that?
Twice a year.
Maybe. You know?
Yeah.
And so it's like...
But you get smaller versions that impact, on a somewhat frequent basis. It's not an insanely frequent basis that we're going to put him top tier or anything, but I was impressed with him last year with my very low expectations.
Is he going to be the best receiver on his team?
Over Michael Pittman?
Yeah.
Probably, but like...
But like, it's not a given.
Yeah, it's not a given. I suppose if you tell me Pittman's better, I believe you.
And that's kind of crazy. For D, it's always crazy because you look at DK and it's like, you should be the greatest receiver of all time. And then you actually like watch him play and it's like, okay, you're not. Yeah. But his skill set and the things that like he does.
We have Rome really low on this list. Are we disrespecting Rome?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, he's about the same. Rome can get his chain snatched. DK, anybody in like the second half of tier 4, and obviously like they're not ranked, but DK is probably a step above Watson just because he's like proven a little bit more. But he can also get his chain snatched this year.
I think DK might be tier 5, to be honest.
Spiritually, probably tier 5. Maybe like emotionally tier 5.
Emotionally.
It's like, because honestly, he's not a guy, especially at this point where I would feel like, oh, DK is my number 1 receiver. I feel good about that. I would feel better if DJ Moore was my 1 than DK was.
Oh, yeah, tier 5. Why are we beating around the bush? We've never been a big DK pod. Steelers fans have never liked us because of it. So be it. He's tier 5.
You're taking Alec Pierce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm not really.
Mike Evans at this point? Because that might be the line just because of like age and injury and all that
Mike
stuff.
Evans is there for Shanahan tax though,
Okay.
And like he's earned it. I don't feel super strong on Mike Evans going next year just because he's so old and like any year could be the fall off. So I guess if you tell me you have more faith in DK, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a huge DK guy.
Mo's taking a long piss, by the way.
He is.
Jerry Jeudy.
Tier 6.
Yeah, I guess, right?
Shout
There's not really any argument to put him higher. I'm like, I want to say something nice.
Shout out to Jerry Jeudy.
You're a wide receiver 1 in the league.
He's had moments.
God willing, Casey Concepcion is their best receiver next year.
Another guy, Chain may already be snatched.
Denzel Boston, God willing, is your second best receiver next year.
Yeah. When you're the wide receiver 1 and we're going into draft season and your team has the 6th overall pick and they might take a receiver, yeah, you're pretty much on the chopping block.
They took 2 wide receivers with top 40 picks.
They don't believe in you.
Nor should they. Zay Flowers.
Tier 4.
Yeah.
Tier 4.
Tier 4 safe.
He's mad consistent, and he is going to give you a baseline level of wide receiver 1 production, and he is going to be good. But Zay Flowers is some of the ultimate, like, hey, you need 110 yards? Nah, I got 90 for you.
Yeah, I kind of think tier 3. I like Zay Flowers a lot. The internet fucking hates him for some reason. He's like Evan Mobley, where like you're good, not great, and people are pissed about it. I think the guys in tier 3 probably have a little higher ceiling, but Zay Flowers' floor is in their range. That I'm okay if we say he's in tier 4, but he's towards the top of it. I think it would be okay to argue him tier 3.
Yeah, but
I'm also not going to be the fucking Zay Flowers guy. I don't care that much. So if you want to go tier 4, I'm fine with it.
Also the internet hates him because of all of the just like insane juke moves and
I know.
Yeah,
Does too much.
Yeah.
I get it.
So it's the juke moves. It's the fact that like you're selling Lamar, like you're doing all this. He's fine. He had 458 yards after catch last year. That's not a terrible mark at all.
No, 12 yard season, very good.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same amount as. Listen, he had more than Justin Jefferson. He had more than DK. Had more than J-Mo. Like he is in the top 10 in terms of yards after catch, but it's just those specific moves where I don't think that he's ever going to be a guy where, oh yeah, we're getting Zay Flowers 5 weeks in a row, 10 targets, 7 catches, 130 yards. Like we're not getting a super dominant stretch from him. So yeah, he's probably tier 3. There is a clear ceiling, but I do think that his floor is higher than some of the other guys.
Yeah, so back at tier 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he's the ceiling of Vlad, but clearly last year we saw a higher floor, which again, situations were extremely different. So maybe that's not fair to anybody involved, but I still like Zay Flowers. I'll stand on the Zay Flowers is good train at a time where it's brave to do so. One division left, I think. NFC South. Drake London, newly paid, freshly minted band getter.
Shout out to him. Tier 2.
Clear cut tier 2.
Tier 2. Is he? So Drake's still a top 10 receiver.
Yes. And I will say, putting him in tier 2 now means we have 11 receivers in our quote unquote top 10 of top two tiers. If somebody had to move down to tier 3, because if we only want to keep it to 10, who would it be?
The argument. So there's 2 arguments that you can make. For fun, Smitty versus AJ Brown.
Okay.
Realistically, based on circumstances, it's probably Smitty and Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
With
Malik
the
Neighbors,
with the injury. So whichever way we want to go, that's what we.
Well, there's a common denominator here that I will not mention again because I mentioned it earlier and nobody was trying to hear that shit. So we'll leave all 11 there.
Thank you.
But yeah, Drake London is clearly a tier 2 receiver, the most well-rounded receiver outside of tier 1. Probably in the league of all everybody you see in tier 2, 3, and 4. Drake London is the most balanced in terms of being able to attack every level of the field, be a good blocker, be a good contested catch guy. Doesn't quite have the like crazy agility and speed to be a like Jamar Chase after the catch or anything. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, does every single thing you could want.
We have to free him.
You guys put DK at 5?
Tier 5?
The hell you want?
Wow. Okay. After the year he had last year?
He didn't have a crazy year. What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, he had a better year.
It's a cool little 900 yard year. Wow. Okay. I'm supposed to be moved?
No 1K?
No 1K?
Nah, I mean, I thought he would be back into tier
I'm not
4.
gonna lie,
but
man.
Okay.
No 1K. You're whack.
He's better than Rome?
I mean, one for
he didn't
one.
even have 900 yards.
What, 858 yard year?
Yeah, 800. He didn't have 900 yards. He had 99 targets. Had 60 catches. Back-to-back years where he hasn't had 1,000 yards.
He's all right.
Okay.
I don't think he's a tier above Rome. If Watson's healthy, I don't think he's a tier above Christian Watson.
Hey, man, I'm not a fan of this guy.
I don't like the way you move.
I'm not DKFC.
Never happened.
Neither
That's
am
not
I
me.
for real, but I didn't think we were going to put him in tier 5. All right.
Anyways, Drake London. Free him as well.
Free him. They just paid him. He's not being freed. Let him stay. He just got paid.
Oh, yeah. Arrest the other guy.
Remove the problem.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Because last year, like, we really, really thought that we could see, like, the true breakout. And Michael Penix just wasn't up to game last year.
Yeah. You think Tua is up for the game?
Oh, man. I forgot he was there, too.
1 and 2 is fuck,
So,
man.
brother.
Yeah. Stefanski has to work some wonders with this group right here for him to.
Damn.
Either way, we know he's tier 2.
They did the Myles Garrett. They said, here's some money and shut up.
Yeah. Chris Olave. This is the exact line between tier 2 and 3 to me. He's either the best receiver in tier 3 or the worst receiver in tier 2.
I feel good about him in tier 2. Or tier 3, sorry.
You love
Only
Olave.
considering like
Olave's really good.
he is really good, and Jordan Tyson's going to be there as well next to him too. Feels like a perfect compliment. I feel like the production is going to be a little lower considering the target shares won't be there necessarily. So I feel good, really good about him being like top at tier 3.
Yeah, that's the only thing is what if Jordan Tyson's just is also a superstar and like becomes wide receiver 1? But that doesn't take away from Olave's abilities. I think Christopher Olave, I've said for years, I've thought that he's like the most underrated receiver. He was in hell quarterback wise, concussion wise for a while. Last year was really, really good. And I think him and Shuck are going to have a very good connection. And if Jordan Tyson's one of the best wide receiver 2s in the league, so be it. Doesn't make Olave worse.
True. You're right.
I think he has an argument for being around as good as Drake London if things go well for him this year and he continues to build on that with Shuck. He hasn't proved that yet, so I'm cool with him, but I think he's the best receiver in tier 3.
Okay.
Like him and Garrett Wilson, Ladd, like that's a very similar level of player to me.
Okay.
He's probably better than both of them.
So like, but I guess what I'm saying is I think he's the 12th best receiver in the league.
You know what? That's
fair. I like that. I like
fair.
that range.
Then like Ladd 13, Garrett 14, 15, Waddle. Yeah.
All right, put him. Yeah, let's put Olave at the top of tier 3.
We're not worrying anybody, but just to do it, just because, just to salute Olave, put him in the first name in tier 2.
I think like the
tier
top.
3.
I think we can have like the top of each tier. Whoever falls after that is fine, but who's ever at the
Okay,
front
so
of the
just
list.
for fun,
Yeah.
I think this tier is Olave, Ladd, Waddle. Is the best 3 here.
Okay.
And I think the next in tier 2, the best 3 to me is Pickens, Amon-Ra, AJ.
I think I would go AJ. I think I would go Amon-Ra, AJ, Pickens.
Okay, well, that I see we have disagreement, and I don't want to spend any more time debating this. Emeka Egbuka coming into year 2, obviously had crazy big moments last year. Second half of the year slowed down. The whole offense got hurt. The big 80-yard touchdowns disappeared and looked more like a rookie. But I think we saw good flashes that we should feel good about him going to year 2 in some way.
Yeah.
Where does that land, though?
He will fully have the wide receiver 1 crown unless proven otherwise, which would be like utterly shocking. I feel really good about him being. You can convince me like he should be tier 4.
Yeah, I think so too.
But if he ends up having a tier 5 type of year and last season like trails on, or the end of last season trails on, that won't necessarily surprise me either. But I feel good about projecting.
I agree. I think tier 5 is very possible. If he's Watson Rome-esque, that's not an insult to me, and it's not unlikely.
Yeah.
But if we want to give second year leap some type of assumption of jump there, I'm cool with tier 4. I'm not the biggest Egbuka guy like the fantasy people are, where they're like willing it into existence. He's a superstar because he could be a steal in dynasty drafts. But I think he's good.
I'm chill. We could put him wherever. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Ooh, Ted.
I think Ted's tier 3.
Yep, I think he's probably
Hell
the
yeah.
worst receiver in tier. Actually, second worst receiver in tier 3 ahead of Zay Flowers.
Dang. Wait, you just okay? So here's tier 3. You would take Waddle over Ted?
For next year, probably. Actually, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
Yeah,
Again,
because I think Ted is
year 2 player. So last year Waddle was better, I think. Last year as a rookie, he wasn't a better player than Waddle to me.
Sure.
But if you tell me he gets better and that size and the ability to glide through space he has continues to develop, there's a world where he's the best player in tier 3 actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which means that he's firmly tier 3. So cool.
Yeah, no debate there. I think Ted Rowe is clearly in this Garrett Wilson, Waddle, Ladd. Honestly, tier 3 is our best, most concrete tier to me. Besides Zay.
We know who the mid is, right? Who the elite mid is?
I don't know if he's
Elite
our elite mid. I think this is junior elite.
Junior elite.
Yeah.
Is 4
junior
mid
elite.
or is 4 elite mid?
4 is elite mid.
Where's the mid line?
Okay, so here's how I break it down. 1 is you're the best in the world. 2 is your elites. Tier 3 is your junior elites. Tier 4 is your good mid. Tier 5 is your just mid. And tier 6 is you shouldn't be my guy.
I see. Okay. You escaped the mid conversations.
Yeah, you guys are junior elite. Any given year you can be top 10, but like there's a lot of guys I can say that for, so probably not. But you're on the cusp.
Okay.
Fair.
Junior elite. I like that.
I will say this. I think next year, rolling into next year, I would not be surprised at all if Ted was like a tier 2 guy at all.
I guess I would either. That's super in the cards. Is there anything we have an issue with here? Rome throws me off. I'm like, are we too harsh on Rome right now?
No,
I guess not.
I don't. Okay. I feel like I'm being harsh. What would the argument be for Rome to be in tier 4?
He's better than the guys in tier 5. And look at these names around him. It's kind of mid. And I think Rome is still good. That didn't have a great year, but we had moments. We know he didn't have a great connection with Caleb at times. The Caleb accuracy issues were there. Going into the next year, I think all the passing game stuff should get better and more polished in the second year with Ben Johnson. No, it is. The argument really I'm saying is maybe we can't say he automatically deserves to be higher off of last year, but I'll kind of be shocked if he's not tier 4 next year, just off of like assuming linear progression. And I guess I feel like that's when we'll look back on and be like, damn, we were hating a little bit. But that's also, I'm just saying that off of the sake of linear progression. So like, it's just like, I guess what I'm saying is more cowardice than vice versa.
I think, and maybe this is just us doing way too much with Luther Burden hope.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think,
but you know what? I do have that hope though.
Yeah, and so listen. It's our tier list. When you're having that conversation, that's why I feel it's very hard to put Rome into tier 4.
Yeah.
When you have that aspect looming and saying any day, and really in the next 30 days, we can find, these offseason clips. We can see training camp clips, and all of a sudden, oh my God, Luther Burden is wide receiver 1. Also, like I said earlier, might not be the best pass catcher on this team. Colson Loveland's there.
True, yeah. So yeah, let me stop. Maybe we look up and he has a third most yards on his team. That's super possible.
Yeah.
So okay, fair.
Is that it? Is that everybody?
Yeah. The only issues I have, tier 4 and 5 is tough for me because I'm like, how different do I really think Emeka Egbuka and Roma are? Like all these guys. But that's because the mid tier that is tough. Make that 1 tier, collapse it, and I have no issues.
It's pretty good.
And with that being said, that is the end of our wide receiver 1's tier list. It is now time for a little producer corner.
Yes. It is time for Love Island talks, ladies
Let's
and
go.
gentlemen. Let's go. Listen, we're about 8 episodes in? 10 episodes?
We are.
Yeah.
Around there. I think we can judge these people more off their personality and how they're performing on the show. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite trends is NBA Twitter treating every night of Love Island like an NBA game.
Oh, hell
Like,
yeah.
since you're about to drop 40.
Yeah. So for context, if you guys are TD3 viewers, which I assume most of you are, most of you come from our main show, the much more known show, we said we've all been tapping on Love Island. We treat this like the NBA season. Once NBA wraps up, we have Love Island. We have our teams to root for there. It's taken over American pop culture online. We are no different. We told you guys we were thinking about doing a Love Island corner for the course of the whole Love Island season of Love Island USA, 6 weeks long. We're now in week 2. I saw a lot of comments and they wanted to see it.
Yeah.
So for the next 5 weeks, producer corner of House Call will be Love Island corner.
Let's go.
If you are not into it, if you do not grow out of TV, skip the next 15 minutes, bud. Timestamps are in the description. Get lost because we're not going to stop for the next 5 weeks.
But if you do, tap in.
Yeah, tap in.
Real talks going on.
If you haven't watched it yet, tap in. Go
Tap
check
in,
it out.
man.
It's hilarious.
This is true linguistics. That's happening.
All right, so we got a tier list here. All right. We have 5 tiers. Endgame. I like you. Need to see more. I just don't like you. Leave my villa now.
Okay, so we're gonna put everybody into this and update it every week.
Yes. So let's start off with Kenzie. How about that? Let's start off with Kenzie.
Oh, I don't like you.
Her eyes scare me, man. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I need to see more.
I guess I could see more.
I need to see more. She's because she's just now in the position where like her type just walked in, right? She had the opportunity. She's about to be wide receiver 1. I need to see what she does with the opportunity. And if
Her
she
type walked in.
and so it's like,
As soon as a white guy walked in,
Yes.
of course, yes.
it's like,
Yes,
Yeah.
a white country man walked in. She was feeding out because he fixes elevators and stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, you can be ready for the opportunity, but when that moment actually gets here, how do you perform? We have to see it. I need to see more from her.
thus far, I have not enjoyed the Kenzie experience. When her conversations come on screen, I'm not having a good time. I think the way she flirts with these men, I hate it. Her version of flirting is just saying something very forward in the most cringe delivery you can imagine.
Yeah.
She's really bad at flirting. She's clearly the type of a person that grew up on these SEC frat parties where all these guys, these southern white men just throw themselves at her, and she's never had to develop any type of game. So now she's here. She's am I fucking you? And it's so corny.
But also, it's like, bro, that's not her bag. That's not her game. That's not what she's good at all. So I see what type of player she is, and I think she's put in prime position to do at least productive stuff. Potentially, that's why I think I agree. She needs to do more. I like to see what will happen when she's thrown in some type of adversity in this next episode before what we see right now. Like, I agree. Like, any type of adversity she's been in, it's been bad.
Okay, I feel you. So basically, what you're saying is, I'm judging her as a fish out of water when she's forced to talk to non-whites.
Yeah.
Now that you get to see her in her white love habitat, maybe she'll thrive.
Brother got a play.
I seen her. She ran her fingers through that white man's hair. She never did that to Corbin or anyone she talked to before that.
Bro, she's
home.
fiending to touch a man.
She is fiending, and this is my that's the point. Is like and also to your point, in high school, she's just more athletic than everybody, right?
Yeah.
You've never had to get to.
You're playing rank now, buddy.
Exactly. I've never had to look at the court and say, okay, I need to get to this spot. I need to have this counter. I need to have this counter. I'm not judging you as a scorer about what you did as a rookie. You're growing your game. She deserves just a little bit more grace.
Okay, give her a chance to see how she adapts to this new environment she's in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next. One of the newer bombshells, Corbin.
Yo, leave my villa.
I hate this dude so much.
And this is really why I give Kenzie a lot of grace for her conversations. I can't stand this.
You're a fucking freak.
Yo, he's the definition of, you got no skill, no game, no bag at all. You just beg.
Bro, he asked Kata for a kiss. She said no.
No, facts.
Yeah.
Bro, he asked Kata for a kiss after asking another woman for a kiss. Kata said no. He said, for real? Why not? Are you sure?
Right now.
How about no? Shut the fuck up. Take a cue.
So,
Not even take a cue. She straight up said no.
Yeah.
He said, are you sure? Get the fuck out of my face.
had that moment.
Nonchalant Tatum gimmick. Not
Yeah.
working for anybody.
Straight lied because Kata was like, "Oh, are you kissing all the other girls?" He's like, "Nah, yes you are." Like, and using the exact same script every single time to try and get this kiss.
And
you got to.
What makes it worse is that later that night, he's not like a complete like numbskull at all. So he realizes, damn, I asked everyone for a kiss. Everyone's gonna be talking. Like later that night, he ended up spiraling. He talked about, I think I was just like overly excited, and I did go ahead and ask blah 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 for a kiss. That's my fault. And then it's that part. And then in last night's episode two, seeing the new bombshell walk in, him feeling like potentially threatened for the first time. The producer asked him if you feel threatened. He completely avoided that question. He was like, I just need to figure out a way
He's
to
scary.
keep her while also having other girls open and all that. I don't like his game at all. He's nasty.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his game.
And also, he has a clear type.
Oh yeah,
He has a clear type.
Yeah. Bad hoops, man. Bad hoops. I don't like this guy.
No swag, no finesse. He's not funny. I just don't know what his character's there for,
All right.
other than being like somewhat of a trophy, I guess.
Next, Gabrielle.
Oh, get the fuck out of my villa.
He's even worse.
Someone said, I don't think he even knows there's money in this. I think he's here to fuck. And I think they're right.
He's the reason the show is called Lust Island to some people. I'm not going to lie.
No, get him, leave my villa. Put him
yeah.
down in here. Why? He has the most wasted time I've ever seen. I've never seen a guy speak and the gears are moving slower. Nothing comes out of merit. He says, I want to have a deep conversation with you. And then he's like, I was born on Christmas. That's what it says, like the most nothing. Or he's like, there's questions he asks when he preps and says, I want this to be a deep convo. And then asks the most simple shit I've ever heard in my life. He's trying now, I guess. They gave him a scene last episode where he talked about when I talk in Portuguese or Spanish, I feel a little more at home, which I have respect for, clearly.
Yeah.
I can only have so much respect for it. He's just here to fuck.
See the game he pulled off last night where he was like, yeah, I'm going to teach you Spanish. And then
Again, running that play, that's a staple. I'm going to teach you the language.
Kiss
Staple.
me at the end? Come on, bro.
Staple.
And you can't forget, he said, you know what I want? And he gets a kiss. And then they cut to her confessional, and Sol was basically like, not kissing him again.
She said my pheromones are off. Stanky breath. Oh man, he needed to leave the villa too.
She could smell the corny a mile away.
Yeah, he's too going.
Yeah,
And Beatrice is noticing now. She's been having little moments where she's like, why did I latch onto this shit?
Yeah.
I'm about to get fucking eliminated.
She's made bad choices.
Yeah. Next, KC.
Ayo,
Endgame.
Endgame.
Yeah.
Casey's
Yeah.
hilarious.
He's just funny as hell.
Yeah,
he's
one of the
funny.
ones.
I think the videos of Casey's friends watching him on
Yeah.
Love Island are also hilarious. It's just he's every episode. he's coming out with one or two memorable moments to make him one of the stars of that episode.
Yeah, and he's like mad consistent too. He never does like anything extreme. He doesn't say anything too wild at all. His reactions are like literally priceless. And I think he helps like keep this whole shit afloat.
And the funniest part too is when he had his moment where he made Anaya sad and did too much in the challenge for her, whatever her standards are. It was also funny as hell because they asked him, "How are you feeling, Casey?" After the bombshells were revealed, he said, "I feel blessed."
Just no awareness at all.
Everyone's like, "Ooh, that Anaya is here." All right, bro.
And then Anaya was like, "Casey, that's not funny." You know what he does? He goes, "Oh." That O.
He looks down. He's like, "Oh."
That O was so fucking funny. Oh.
Yeah.
There was one moment too. They were like punching his chest, and he was like, "Ah!" And the dude leaves, and he was like,
He did not like that.
Yeah.
"Fuck was that?"
He's hilarious.
And he's true. He's true too. He hasn't lied once for real at all to anyone. Like he's a stand-up dude.
Yeah, he's playing good hoops right now.
And first episode with the door thing when they're all getting to know each other and they had are you a cat person, a dog person, or a plant person? He's the only one that went to plant.
Yeah.
He got them to confessional. He was talking to Naya after. He was like, "I mean, I do have a plant. I wasn't gonna lie. I do got a plant."
That's real.
Killed me.
That's literally real.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some of the latest bombshells. This is Caleb. I mean,
Need to see
he's
more.
been only
I know
for
nothing
one
about
episode.
this guy other than he's in like North Carolina or whatever.
Yeah, he's a Southern man.
He's a country boy.
Yeah. Next is Jen, I think.
I've heard her talk like twice.
Yeah, I don't know anything about her, bro.
NPC. I don't even know yet.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I
fair.
say need to see more.
Now, Soul.
What's her game? What's her game?
did a lot.
Because she's come out and had a very she's getting shots up.
That's why I kind of like her for that.
She's very aggressive in her game. She's not going to wait for the game to come to her. And I think from that perspective, I do like that. I do respect it that you are going to make your presence known the moment you touch down in the villa. So I think she's cool.
Yeah, I like that. She's obviously like mad confident too. And she's like, so far, she's been brutally honest about every situation that she's encountered when it comes to this whole Gabriel thing. I need to see more, but right now she's tracking towards I like you.
Yeah, the fact that she instantly realized Gabriel's lame as fuck.
Yeah.
She's good in my book.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now. Endgame. Not gonna lie.
I don't know. We'll
like
see. It's a little too soon for me.
All right.
I mean, yeah, she's gonna have staying power because even her going in and initiating the kiss with Sincere, again, her going in saying, I'm gonna get my shot.
She know what she wants, and she's like gunning for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah. Next, Demon Kata, New Hampshire Demon.
Endgame, she's tough as fuck.
King Von.
I like Kata.
Yeah.
She's tough.
She's funny.
I think Endgame, honestly. I think
she's
she's one of
Endgame.
the best characters so far.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think she does no wrong at all. She's like confrontational when she needs to be. She's not scared of anything at all. She's mad confident. She's like, she hasn't done too much other than maybe like that one scene where she wrapped her legs around old dude. But she like immediately apologized and she was like, "Yo, my bad." And then I think when she pulled old dude Zach for a talk, she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go explore." And she's like, she's playing games the right way. She's tough.
Yeah, she does play the game the right way. And she's that conscious of it. They keep doing confessionals where she's like,
Yeah.
I don't want them to think I'm too easy. I want to play hard to get.
Nah.
Don't peel back the curtain so much. Save that for the
Yeah.
behind the scenes. Don't tell people that. But you can tell she does. She has the right moves.
Yeah, constantly like just curving dudes for the most part when it comes to kisses and all that. Yeah, she's
Keeps it
tough.
real. Keeps it real.
Yeah,
Fall for the
and
melody
honestly,
gimmick.
her stinginess on the kisses. Everybody's giving out kisses left and right. The fact that she is selective with her shot selection, that's good hoops.
Yeah,
And
and
it's
also,
good
too-
shot selection.
Yeah,
Yeah,
She's
and
like the OG Ananobi of the island.
I think she may be a little bit more like meaner than OG Ananobi. Not meaner, but like more upfront about it.
Okay.
I
Not
don't know if
reserved.
I don't know if she's like OG for
Okay.
real.
I don't know what the NBA comparison is,
Yeah.
but salute.
she's a fighter. Is she like Jimmy Butler?
Sure.
Sure, you can say that. You can get away with that.
All right, next, Zach.
I don't like you, bro.
You don't like him?
Yeah,
He's cool. He's cool.
I
He's a
saw
little weird.
a TikTok where someone said he seems like he's probably one of the smartest people on the island, but that also makes him the most boring on the island
Yeah,
because he's like hyper aware of things. And like when the Kenzie debacle happened in the beginning, he handled it with some grace, understood that like he didn't want to immediately be like, nah, not feeling this. And he tried to like send subtle things. She didn't understand that at all and got her heart broken because of it. That he clearly has like some emotional intelligence to him. He's also kind of dull.
the moment where I officially like didn't like him because I agree he was dull was towards the end of last episode. he snitched and he told people, oh, Soul and Sincere kissed. And a couple moments or minutes earlier than that, he was in the bathroom, basically like trying to gut the truth out of Sincere and be like, yo, did you kiss? Did you kiss? I won't tell anyone. He verbally said, I won't tell anyone.
Really?
And he spun back and he told the whole group of people. I think it was like between like 2-3 people around him right before Melanie walked in. He lost the plot for me.
I think he said he thinks they're gonna kiss. I don't think he just outright said it though.
I don't remember that part, so I don't know about that specifically.
He was no. So he was talking, but I think he was saying because Melanie was walking, he was telling him, what if she walks in on them kissing?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He asked that, but I don't know if he explicitly said they already kissed.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, she's gonna get crazy."
Yeah,
that was basically
because he knew. But
either way, it's that, and then also like saying that like you're closed off or whatever, and backtracking on that immediately too. It's kind of
he was doing a lot over a little. This season, they're all doing a lot about the challenges. Last season, I feel like every Islander besides Huda, who's obviously her own thing, kind of understood that the challenges like are a different reality. You can kind of be crazy. They were all acting like strippers in the challenges, kissing everybody, doing crazy shit, and not really caring because they were like, it's a challenge. We're here to have fun, here to entertain. It's whatever. Adrenaline's through the roof. Everybody in this island is getting butthurt about every challenge activity ever. I think Zach might be doing a little much about what Kata did in the challenge.
Yeah, I can understand.
Being a little bit of a baby.
But like out of everyone, he arguably has like the most solid person who hasn't done too much at all and hasn't like been exploring things that wildly. So I like him.
I think I like
his
him.
partner.
I think I like you as the main takeaway. But
yeah,
I'm not.
He's
I'm not
fine.
tied to
He's
it.
cool.
He's fine for me.
He's fine.
All right, next.
But I can be swayed if he keeps being a little.
He's gonna be
shaky.
an I don't like you. I think.
I
You gotta
I
lock
can
in.
believe
He
you.
does have to lock in.
Yeah.
Next, Beatrice.
I think I'm kind of at I don't like you. At first, I liked her a lot. At first,
Yes.
she was very funny. She won the whole thing with the Melanie thing. She was trying to impress her like she's some fucking drill sergeant. Like she's trying to be ace running the island. Her tone was a little weird there. I think she was right, but I understand why Melanie's upset because she was trying to press her.
Yeah.
Talking about it's time to correct your activity or correct your behavior.
Who are you? You are not my mother.
You got me fucked up.
just not. That was weird verbiage.
And I
for
don't
real.
understand her thing with Gabriel where she's like so obsessed with him. I feel like she's sinking herself and sinking her island experience chance to win by tying her shoes to him so tightly.
Yeah.
She's kind of losing me.
I like
That's
the original Melanie press. I did like that though. Because if no one was going to press her, she was about to take over the
Yeah.
island. So she needed pushback.
Fair.
And she
Exactly.
needed to be that person.
So like her point, she's making the right like choices, but her way about it is bad.
I think she had to go that way specifically and be so like straightforward with Melanie too.
Yeah.
She's a little. I could agree with you. She was like a little bit harsh, but she almost had to be because the other two people who agreed with Beatrice when it comes to how disrespectful Melanie was were Anaya and Trinity. And as soon as she walked in, they didn't have nothing to say
finish
at
it on
all,
the hands.
and to let her ISO, and she had to do that, bro.
I also don't think they had to say anything about it. Like it was lame what Melanie did, but like I don't know, it wasn't some insane thing.
I didn't feel like it was something that had to be said like in that moment and like immediately like as Melanie's coming back like, oh no, like we're having this conversation now. I feel like that could have been like a conversation
Like in the morning?
Yeah, in the morning
I
or
agree.
the makeup room or something
Yeah,
like
they
that.
were a little like what she did was bad etiquette. They treated it like she did something that was like morally evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You need to change your behavior now. It's like all right.
Yeah, I agree. Like she could have went with it a little better, but I like that. And then also when it comes to her relationship with Gabriel, I think she's like starting to be aware. Like, yo, if he's in other people's faces, like that has nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
she has been falling for him, and I can understand why, considering like her background or what she talked about and how.
Yeah,
I guess like Gabriel makes her feel feminine and all that, and he's like, you know, loose as well. So I can understand how she makes him feel very like comfortable.
bro. Gabriel could make a wood plank feel feminine.
Yeah, exactly.
He'd want to get inside of it. Like,
And that's all. That's all.
Talking
Like,
about in it.
that's all she needs.
Yeah.
But I think towards the end of that episode, she was like, I'm not fazed by like whatever it is that he
you're right.
does.
Maybe we need to see more. Maybe she's teetering either way.
I personally like her.
Okay.
I'm putting her in like you.
Okay, you like her. I think I'll say I need to see more. She's teetering both ways. You're right. I can't go as extreme as I don't like you.
Yeah.
She's in the middle to me right now. What do y'all think?
I think
I at the beginning, like the first couple episodes, I was a fan of her. I think at this point, I think she has to win me back.
Yeah.
So I think right now I don't really like
Beatrice?
Beatrice.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards I don't like you right now. But she can
Wow.
easily win me back the next episode. Like I'm not.
If we're saying she can win me back, that to me means I need to see more.
Yeah. That's fair.
So I think that's fair. She's teetering.
All right. Next, probably the most controversial figure this season so far, Melanie.
Hey man,
Listen, man.
I'm trying to like her.
When it comes to TV, she peak.
Yeah,
She's
that's
tough.
that's what I'll say. I think in terms of entertainment value, I like her.
She's the lifeline of the season.
In terms of how she's moving, I don't like her at all.
If she was one of my friends' partner, I'd be like, bro, you need to escape. You need to get out immediately.
I don't think she's a bad person. I think a lot of her points are okay. Every single interaction she has is shaded towards being very self-centered. And in small ways, it's so just grinds my gears.
She's male-centered. That's what it is.
Male-centered and like self-centered, where everything she perceives is so slightly tilted towards a selfish way, where like her general point is like, okay, but she perceives it in a way that's like just a little bit dramatic and a little bit too selfish and a little bit not putting herself in other people's shoes, that it adds up and gets annoying. And I think she did the first real gaslighting of the season.
Oh, yeah.
After the challenge, whenever she was going back and forth, kissing Corbin, kissing Sincere. Again, I think in the challenges, you can do whatever you want. I think it's like she's just being good TV. I don't think it's that serious.
Nah.
If Sincere feels away.
That's too much.
I'm playing ping pong with another man.
Fair. And if Sincere feels away, I think he's more than welcome to. I think it's okay, right? I think Sincere, if I'm him, I'm not taking it 100% seriously. But if he is, okay. I think Melanie convincing him that she had no idea it was Corbin because I'm blindfolded. How could I know? Is insulting to the intelligence of every single Islander there. She went person to person trying to set the narrative that, no, for real, like I have a blindfold. I can't know it's Corbin, right? Trying to put that in every single person's head. That was so clearly manipulative in a way that was not intelligent enough to get away with it.
Yeah.
My thing is, it didn't even need to be Corbin. It could have been anyone else.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you were going back and forth with another man.
Exactly. Yeah. Even if, I agree with you.
And she said it herself. Yeah. She's like, sometimes I just be doing too much. And that really is just like the baseline of it all. She does do too much. And you can see the cracks early too, because the first time when Sincere had pulled Kata and then she started tripping out and she was like, man, you know what? If they cheating, I'm cheating back. Yeah. And it's like, yo, you really like, this is day 2.
Day 2, literally.
This is day 2. Like you really just have to keep it low key just a little bit longer. And she couldn't do it. So I with you, like I'm trying to give her chances because you can see where you could kind of see her process, but it's just not good.
And she said it, go ahead.
I'll say this real quick. Every time you do tell her that she's wrong, she'll look at it and she'll digest it to some degree, but it's not gonna like fully digest, you know?
Yeah, no, she does. So I'm saying everything is slightly self-centered. She'll say, "Oh, you're right, but this is why it's okay I did this way," and she has to like soften it and say like, "But this is why I said this, and you need to meet me in the middle." She's always it has to be met in the middle no matter what, even if she's dead wrong.
That girl need therapy.
help us help you, man.
Yeah.
All right, next, Bryce.
I don't like Bryce.
He's an NPC to me.
I feel like I think he showed the most this last episode when it comes to how he was calling out Melanie and all that shit. But I don't really like, other than that, I can't tell you like too much about him when it comes to like his ups and lows and shit.
He's growing on me though. I will
Him
say
and Trinity are very good friends and they have a nice dynamic and they're fun. And like if it grows and continues, cool. He's just whatever to me. I don't feel strongly either way.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think he's growing on me.
The only thing that was like, yo, man, when he tried to get a kiss right after Kata kissed Zach in that first or second episode or whatever, I was like,
I forgot. He got put in the cuck chair. In the,
it was like, brother, what made you even think about that?
He was going all sad the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, he's definitely bounced back though.
He said, I can't sit out this one.
Yeah.
Said, actually, you're gonna have to sit out this one.
Yeah, it felt, and then he proceeded to just lay down far on the other side of the bed.
I'm leaving the villa.
Just leave.
I gotta go home.
But I think I need to see more.
Okay.
Fine.
All right, three more. Anaya.
I like you.
I like Anaya.
Yeah.
She hasn't done anything wild. I feel like she was somewhat justified in feeling the way that she did after the bombshells came in and after Casey was like, I feel blessed. Like I can see how that got under her skin. The one thing that did upset me, and this is wrong for both people.
Yeah.
But Sincere said,
"Don't tell her.
Don't tell." And the first thing out her mouth was not only, "Oh, the guy said." Yeah. Sincere told me that she looked just like your ex. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's horrible. That was bad. That's not good.
She's also, I like her, so she's saying I like you. She needs to do a much better job with her Love Island experience, though.
Yeah, she needs to explore more.
She's doing what Liv did, where she's being the Villa big sis to everybody and not focusing enough on herself.
Yeah.
And so she's just like,
You feel like that for everybody? I feel like I see that between like her and Sincere, but for everybody else, I don't really get that vibe.
Not for Sincere. I think he's like he wants to, but he understands what he
Her
potentially has
her
going on.
and Anaya being like
no, she's saying he thinks Anaya is like Sincere's big sis.
like that.
Versus-
Yeah, that they're close.
Okay,
But I don't
okay.
I
really
think she's
feel
doing it
that.
for Melanie too, for everybody. Like she's
Okay.
she hasn't really like talked to anybody besides KC like that. Like she's just been very like
Yeah, she's the therapist around there, and I
Yeah.
think that's a
Yeah.
part of the issue to where she's like going over everyone's shoulders, seeing what's going on when she has a clearly good situation going on in front of her. But also on top of that too, like she's not giving herself many opportunities to get like who she talked to, who she chat with for real. The dude who was off the Villa right now. She's probably gonna be next.
Oh,
She
for
keeps on
sure.
moving this way.
yeah.
Oh yes, and she did have a couple interesting comments at the beginning when she was saying like because at first she was by Sincere's door, then she ended up saying that like Sean was her number 2.
Yeah.
and so she had like this an inconsistent ranking of who her people was, but I think overall she's been generally positive. So
Definitely.
I like Anaya.
I need her to explore more. I think Casey is not as closed off as she thinks
Exactly.
he is.
She's too
and
closed
that's
off.
gonna bite her. That's
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
bite
She needs to be a little more selfish. She's too closed
Yeah.
off right now because she hasn't been as exploratory. So that Casey shit like broke her when like it was a little cringe the way Casey was doing a little too much excitement. She treated it like they were like married and it was some crazy "you forsaken me" thing. And I think that's because she's been a little too closed.
Yeah, we're still in week 1, man. Let's lock in.
Everybody's like calm down a little bit.
Yeah. All right, Trinity.
She cool.
Actually,
I like you.
I like Trinity. When
Yeah.
the first 2 episodes, I was not a fan of Trinity.
Yeah.
However, she has bounced back. I feel like she's not the star, glue guy.
Yeah, she's a glue guy.
Yeah,
Mikal Bridges.
Doing all
Yeah.
dirty
There you
things,
go.
showing the new bombshells that tore around the thing. You
That
know
was
what I'm
really
saying?
nice of
But
her.
also within that same breath too, she was like, "I need to find out where the fuck she knows this bitch from." She's like, yeah, and I love that. I love how like real and direct she was about her intentions to find out how this girl knows Bryce. That was
Also,
real.
she said the craziest thing I've ever heard anybody say on TV when she had the moment
that was
when they're
wild.
pushing each other into the water. And she was
Oh,
like, I gave neck with my mom in the car. Oh, that was the craziest thing I've ever heard a human being say on TV.
game is game, bro.
Respect.
Me. What were the logistics of the situation?
She was like,
work?
no, for real.
That's what they asked her. That's what they asked her. She was
Yeah.
like, it was daylight savings time.
I was like, what the fuck? The
Is there
hours
music
back.
playing in the background? Like what?
It was daylight savings time.
What's that mean?
The time zone was the least of everybody's questions.
All right, last one. Sincere. That's endgame. I ain't gonna lie.
Hell nah.
He's
Hell
not-
no.
That's
he's
my
not-
guy
he's
right here. This is
Okay,
my client.
I
No,
think
no,
what
no.
he did to KC, him snitching on KC, was weird as fuck. And like any guy that snitches on a guy like that, you're not gonna like him.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I've liked everything he's done. I think he's handled the Melanie thing way better than he needed to.
Yeah.
Like I'm like every time I see them converse, I'm like, you handle that better than I would. I would not have any patience with that shit. So like I think he's been a very good like partner. And I know some people are being like, he's triggering Melanie, he's being selfish. I think he's on fucking Love Island and he's done like a very respectable amount of exploring honesty.
Yeah.
It's just the thing he did to KC that I don't like. But outside of that, I've liked everything he's done.
I think he's a hoe. I don't like how he's, I don't like that. Yeah, I disagree. I think he's handling both things like poorly. When it comes to Melanie, knowing that girl
What'd
is
you say in the
literally
chat?
Go pod, man.
oh, he's a fuck nigga. I hate his ass. I hate him so much. I grew up with people like him. The worst dudes ever. I never lie. I always kept those dudes like that from a fucking far.
Okay.
Brother, when it comes to the whole Casey thing, yes, I agree. Like, I agree. But you have a clearly like unstable girl in front of you in Melanie, and you could have been the first to at least tell her, like, yeah, I kissed Soul. He only said he kissed her once.
That's
Nigga said twice. What is wrong with you? You're a hoe.
I see
What is
that
wrong
too,
with
too.
you?
I'm not gonna lie.
you're getting heated, real though, because he wasn't gonna say anything if Melanie didn't ask.
Exactly.
Yeah, he looked like he was trying to figure out when to tell her. Because like he told Soul, they talked about it, so it was in his head. Because she was like, are you going to tell her? And he's like, yeah, I will. And it was clearly like, he knew how she reacts. I think he was trying to figure out when he would tell her.
He said, yeah, come back in there.
I think he was like trying to work out like when and how was the right time to tell her because he knew how unstable things were.
Yeah.
So that made him lean towards like, and like it stuttered. That I'm not so cynical about it, but I see what you're saying.
But
Yeah.
even like the first kiss, like when Soul asked him if he wants to kiss, he was like, what? Hell yeah. I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. Right now.
Wait, this is the thing. He's not genuine. He's ready to backdoor the second that someone's willing to do the same thing with him. He would have done it with Keita. He would have done it with anyone else who was massively interested in him. But he has to leave. He has to see the door open. He's not going to push it through.
Well, I guess my question is he wrong for that? Like they haven't like closed. If they're closed off, I'd agree with you.
I think he could have been a little bit more honest with.
He should have been transparent.
Melanie.
Yeah.
I think the fact at this point in the game, them owing each other complete.
If you're
explaining of everything is a little much to me. Like,
yeah.
if asked, he'll tell her. But like, I don't think at this point, especially with how Melanie's been acting, I don't think we're at the point where he has to be so forthcoming with every little detail.
At this point, he's
so
definitely on some like, let me fight fire with fire type shit.
And then also too, I would agree with you if he wasn't so forthcoming with Casey's business too. You can go ahead and tell everyone else about like all the details that she didn't even ask for, but you're not going to tell like your actual partner what you've been up to. You're weird. Fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You're weird.
Okay.
Lame as hell. What is wrong with you?
He's a hoe.
You're weird. I don't want to say he has to leave my villa because it is entertaining having like untransparent people like him too. So I'm just gonna put him in like I don't like you.
Yeah.
Isaac, where are you putting?
I like him personally.
I need to see more. I think he's in a very it's a very interesting spot that he's at. And it could go either way with how he continues moving. Because now that Melanie knows that they've kissed, and knowing her
he got
reaction,
so sad.
His blood is boiling.
he really is mad.
Bro, he's so untrustworthy on both sides now, bro.
Crazy. I don't
He's
feel that way
done
at all.
nothing. He's done nothing to inspire me.
I need to see more. I need to see more from Sincere.
Like every test
like
that
him
showed
so
up for Casey, like he's pretty much passed. A lot when it comes to the rest of the dudes outside of like Bright, the dudes are just really like outside of Casey, they're very like you know?
Yeah.
But every single time that a test has showed up to Sincere's door, I've never been like he handled that the right way.
Really?
Nah.
I feel like he's handled Melanie.
Other than not
He's
pushing out
handled it the
Melanie,
best he can,
it.
man. I'm not gonna lie.
Melody's
He's trying his best.
Melanie tested him, and I think he passed me.
I think so. He passed that test, but I do think that after that, I think he should have been a little bit more forthcoming about how open he wanted to be, because I do think that
this idiot was on TV telling us, "Why if I have two fishes? You got one fish. You have two fishes."
Oh, he loves his
say you want
analogies.
more. Oh, just say you open. What is wrong with you? Fuck, nigga, what I'm talking about. Just say what you want. What do you mean it's Love Island? What is wrong with him? Weird.
He's so pissed.
I feel like he's saying that though.
He'll
Not
say
to
that
Melanie.
to us in the confessionals, but I don't feel like he's doing the. And obviously, like, you don't have to say like 1-to-1, but I do think that there should be just a little bit more honesty in terms of like, yeah, like I am going to be a little bit more open.
I feel like when Melanie asked him, "You pulled Keita," he says, "Yeah, it's week 2 or week 1. I'm gonna talk. This is what you're here for. I'm gonna explore. I still want to be with you. I'm so focused on you, but I'm gonna do my due diligence and check the rest." That's exactly what he said, and I feel that's what he's done. I've never felt like disconnected from that, like from reality.
Yeah.
We're like also, and we're saying like, oh, it's only episode 7. It's only this. It's only that. Everything does like, it obviously like is high end. It moves faster. So like it's week 1 to us. They're moving on interstellar time. It's been 2 years for them, you know.
Yeah.
So
They don't even have the concept of time right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny,
they don't know what they see the sun rise and the sun fall, and they're like,
Yeah.
all right, another cycle.
The people are gonna vote Soul and Sincere together, and I think it's good.
Yeah.
So Melanie's the only person we don't like.
Yeah, and I don't even hate Melanie like that for real. But
I don't really like Bryce, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had some disagreements.
Yeah. Yeah, Melanie, the only reason why she's like, and I don't like you, because she just violated too many times, time and time again.
Yeah.
And obviously we don't like Corbin and Gabriel too.
those two.
Like we really don't like them. They don't need to be a part of this program at all.
I hate them, honestly.
Yeah.
Actually, Corbin, I'm whatever. Corbin's just an NPC. I hate Gabriel.
Dude, every time
I've
Corbin opens his
flipped.
mouth,
I've
I'm like,
flipped.
why are you talking right now? Like there can be so many
The funny
better
thing to
things
me
going
is that
on.
they went through 6 episodes and he had 0 confessionals because he has no thoughts upstairs. And the producer saw that and gave him 1.
Yeah.
And he said precisely fucking nothing. They just had to throw a bone and show, oh yeah, he does do confessionals actually. They did that and then gave him the scene where he explained that he isn't quite as comfortable in English relative to other languages. They threw those in there for us to give some type of like
Personality.
sympathy to him because they saw everybody hating him. Didn't fucking work. I don't care. Every other conversation was still dull.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm ready. I'm ready. We got the break today. Come back tomorrow. Get the week back going. This
Yep.
is good.
Let's lock in.
We'll
Let's lock
update
in.
this tier list every week.
Yes. Yes.
With that being said, it's time for TikTok time.
Yes, Real Hoops is back.
Woo! Welcome to TikTok time. Today, per usual, we are going to begin with a draft. Today, we are starting the first week. Every single week from here on out, we are going to draft an NFL team until we can build the team better than the Rams.
Okay.
Until we can build a team that we think is more stacked than the 2026 Los Angeles Rams.
Every week. Okay.
Every week. We'll see how long it takes us. QB, running back, tight end, 2 receivers, O-line, defense, coach. You guys know how this goes. We're going to spin the wheel, pick a player from that team right now until we can beat the Rams.
All right. We have to be perfect.
Oh, the Rams
We have to be
stacked?
perfect. Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yes. Team number 1. To beat the Rams, we have Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow.
Huh.
We could go O-line, maybe.
They're going to have a good defense next year. Their secondary stack now. They have the 3 edge rushers still.
It's aging though.
It's aging. We could probably beat the Rams with their defense if we go crazy on offense.
You don't think the offensive line is good enough?
Yeah.
We can go offensive line if you want to go there.
Yeah, I think we get a better defense. I think we get like a top 3 defense. I just
All
have
right.
that spin feeling.
Steelers O-line. We'll go there. Keep the skill positions open. All right, come on. We need to go play caller too.
Yeah,
Sean
'cause-
McVay.
True.
Jaguars. Liam Cohen.
Liam Cohen's not bad.
Trevor Lawrence would be a decent pick, but I think Liam Cohen.
that's
Cohen
stronger.
versus McVay is a good matchup.
Yeah, we have
cool
some
with that.
offensive minds in the room.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that. I like
Have somebody inventive at
Yeah,
least.
okay.
We're tracking.
We're tracking. We're not out of it yet.
Yeah.
We need some stars.
We need some stars.
All right.
Team number 3. The
Justin Jefferson, come on.
The Rams are beatable. Texans.
That's okay.
Defense.
Texans defense.
Texans defense.
See?
Let's
Exactly.
go.
Top 3 defense.
Every
Let's do
time
it.
we either need the Texans defense or the Seahawks defense to really have a chance to beat them.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go. This is where money is
Tracking.
made.
Hell yeah.
No offensive players yet. Okay.
Olave,
We can go
wide
Olave.
receiver
Saints.
2.
At wide receiver 2.
Yeah,
potentially.
Olave, that's a great pick, wide receiver too.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we got to hope we get a top 5 guy.
Yeah. Olave versus Devontae Adams.
Give me Olave.
And aging Devontae Adams.
Give me Olave.
Let's do it.
Hold on. No misses yet. Come on.
Yeah,
But the
Steelers.
most important positions are still there.
The spin of destiny. Yes.
Buffalo Bills, we got Josh Allen. We never
Hell
get
yeah.
QBs when we do this.
Hell yeah.
It's a 1 week challenge.
Are we going to beat the Rams
We
on
are
day one?
frying the Rams right now.
We're on their ass.
On their head top.
Get over here, Stafford.
Now give me a elite wide. Okay.
Can we pick somebody from the Rams
that's
if
not
we're
fair.
trying to beat them?
We
That's
probably
not
got
fair.
no
Okay.
Rams. So we got to spin again. No Rams.
Okay. They lucky.
If we had Puka, we're lucky we can't take Puka.
I'm
Okay.
raw.
No.
Jameer Gibbs.
Jameer Gibbs.
Ooh, yes. Let's do it.
Give me
Yo,
Gibbs.
we're frying the Rams. What?
Is this the best draft we ever had?
Yes. No
Maybe,
misses.
but we have 2 picks before we.
We can't miss wide receiver 1. To compete with Puka,
Can't.
we cannot miss wide receiver 1.
Okay.
Come on, spin number 2.
Please.
Come on, give us the next spin.
Amon Ra
Well,
or
Is it
Laporta?
fair?
we don't ever do repeats.
Yeah, let's.
All
We
right.
can't do it. We can't.
Unfortunately, no repeats. No
Yeah.
Amon-Ra.
Please.
Please.
Vikings.
do it.
Ravens.
Mark Andrews.
I guess.
It's
Yeah.
we
That's
can.
okay.
You could do worse. You could do worse.
If we get Mark Andrews and we still get a great wide, and we still get a great wide receiver 1, we can beat them.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zay Flowers. No.
It all comes
Stiff arm.
Vikings.
Stay away.
Vikings. Bengals. Seahawks.
Cowboys. Pickens could be enough.
Please.
Okay, here we go.
Come on.
Please.
This decides it. Raiders.
You got the worst one possible. Fuck. Ooh, shit.
So if we went Zay Flowers and Brock Bowers, we're not beating them. All
Brock
right?
Bowers don't
are beating
count.
them. That probably would have
Probably.
been it. Probably.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We could have had Bowers.
Damn.
All right, Trey Tucker, welcome home.
Yeah.
We're still close.
We were close.
Can we say we beat the Rams?
I don't think so.
No, bro. We have what? We got Josh Allen, Jameer Gibbs, and Olave.
Hey, Josh Allen. We got a thing.
Olave Tucker.
Does it matter if we switch the wide receivers or no?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, they're both running routes. It don't matter.
It's we're right on that line. If we're saying that the Rams are this like unbeatable team and they go, let's say 16-1 in the regular season.
Man, we have Josh Allen and the best defense in the league. We might have done it still.
Yeah, I think our offense is way better.
Think we got it?
We might have got it.
Olave wide receiver 1 hoops.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
mad at it.
Yeah.
We might have got it.
You know what? We beat the Rams.
Yeah, fuck the Rams. How about that?
I think we
Okay,
did it.
I think we beat it.
Yeah, we did. Wow. First go around.
It's gonna be hard to do it, obviously, like definitively.
Yeah.
You just got to get like a Pro Bowl roster.
Yeah. And we kind of, I mean, outside of Trey Tucker, we kind of do have that.
Yeah.
Allen Gibbs, Texans defense is crazy.
That's nuts.
And
All
I
right,
love it.
I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
We did it.
Call it.
Yeah.
Let's
Call
go. Call it. Next thing we're gonna do
I
today.
told you 1 week challenge.
Well, we challenge. There we go. I'm honestly shocked we, or at least arguably got it in the first time. Next thing we're gonna do, B Souls is gonna show us the body of an NFL player. We have to guess whose body we're looking at. Mo, do you know body?
I used to. People saying I'm washed.
Oh,
People say I
shit.
don't know, like,
Body
I'm not a
anymore?
knower anymore.
Not a
Damn,
body
We'll
knower?
see.
Body washed is crazy.
Let me try to, like, get out of retirement.
Okay, so
right.
see how well you know these bods. What do you got for us today, B Souls?
All right, first one.
Let me ISO real quick. Oh, fuck.
What do y'all think that is?
Okay.
The headless horseman.
Okay, Air Force Ones. He looks, I'm assuming black.
Yes.
Good assumption.
Assume whatever you want.
Okay, I'm going off of the stance. I see the wrist shit going on. I think he has plays on his arm, so that's a quarterback. That's a quarterback.
Good call.
Looking at the stature, a little stocky.
Thick-legged?
I'm gonna say this is Jalen Hurts. That's the only quarterback who I can think of. It could be CJ Stroud, but he's not stocky like that.
You know what I'm gonna say?
Who?
I'm gonna say you're exactly right. That is definitely Jalen Hurts.
Ah,
That is definitely Jalen Hurts. You got it.
That is
okay.
Jay Hurts.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Jay
tough.
Hurts.
Yeah, okay, that was an easy one to start. I like that. That was a good. That was a
Okay.
good feel out round.
Okay.
All right. Next.
Whoa.
Another stocky guy.
Not stocky. This is a gigantic guy.
Yeah.
This is a Greek god we're looking at.
Whoa.
There's one player in the league that really, fits that description. Think of Myles Garrett here.
That feels like a very fair assumption. He seems a little taller too, so I could agree with that.
Yeah.
No tattoos.
If you look at this and you say, oh, that is a Greek guy, that's somebody who's just too muscular, that's Myles Garrett.
I agree. That got to be.
Is that Myles Garrett?
It's definitely Myles Garrett. This is clearly Myles Garrett.
Yes.
Sniped.
It is Myles Garrett.
When you see a guy with that big of arms, waist snatched, it's gonna be Myles Garrett. It's gonna be Myles Garrett.
Waist snatch.
He's not a thick guy either. That's Myles Garrett.
All right. Next.
Skinny guy. Got a towel on his waist. Means his hands need to be dry
Why?
because you're throwing that bitch.
Yeah, this is a quarterback.
Slingy
Okay.
guy. Slinging the pill. This is Jaden Daniels.
This is not Jaden Daniels.
Really?
No.
So that's Brady.
Oh, I'm
That looked
dumb.
like Brady, yeah.
Those are white arms. Jaden Daniels. I saw a skinny bite. That is Brady.
Yeah.
This is Brady
Jaden
in
Daniels.
in early October after you've had a month in the sun
Yeah.
of the first year. This is Tom Brady.
Yes, this is
Tampa Bay Tom Brady.
Tampa
Yeah.
Bay Tom Brady.
I thought it was somebody skinnier than Brady.
Yeah.
That makes sense now that I see it.
He was out in the sun all summer long, out there in Tampa getting a tan.
All right, next.
Mr. Jaden Daniels.
I thought it was a skinny guy. Who is
This is
this?
a big guy.
Muscular.
Big guy.
Kind of top heavy.
Guy.
Kind of top heavy for sure.
Very, very wide shoulders.
And see, this I think it might be a defensive lineman or a linebacker. Waist isn't snatched. That's the difference to him and Myles Garrett.
Is this Sexy Dexy?
No.
No.
This is not sexy
Waist
Dexter.
waist snatch. So I think this is an older guy. I think the older guys, they weren't worried about their waist being snatched.
They didn't
like
give a
that.
fuck.
You need it to be as big as possible. So I'm kind of thinking this is like Ray Lewis.
I
Yeah.
could see that too.
Yeah, it's also an older guy because he's really big and it looks like a linebacker type build. Linebackers aren't that big today that often.
Yeah.
You got to move in space more. You don't need to be gigantic.
Exactly.
That's Ray Lewis.
Okay.
Y'all locking that in?
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
we are locking in Ray Lewis.
Okay. It is Ray Lewis.
All right,
There
we
you
ain't
go.
missed
Yeah,
yet.
we
Y'all
know.
are on fire.
Okay.
Y'all are on fire. It does get harder, I think, at least. From here.
Okay.
Here we go. Next.
Ooh, I got no idea. This is an older player.
An old player, big old shoulder pads.
But you're standing up.
You're standing up.
But it looks like he's about to run a route.
No, he's about
No.
to rush the passer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This does not get harder, actually. This is quite easy.
Really?
The wrist tape. The wrist tape is iconic. The big shoulder pad's iconic. That stance, kind of iconic. You know who it is?
Talk to me.
No clue.
I think this is Lawrence Taylor.
Is this Lawrence Taylor?
I believe it is.
Let's push it
It
in.
is
Yeah.
Lawrence
Wow.
Taylor.
Okay.
You see
Sniped
somebody with big shoulder pads
Yeah.
standing up, rushing the edge as a linebacker.
Yeah.
Got to be LT.
Okay.
Guys, no body. I
We're
don't know.
fine.
We're knowers.
CEO of bodies.
It's all about the waist.
All right, next.
Okay. Towel and a mouthpiece hanging.
And gloves.
With gloves, wide receiver. Pass catcher, I'm thinking.
You think
or
so?
this could be Saquon and like a running or
Yeah, it
some
looks
other
like
running
he's
back.
swole as fuck. That'd be a big wide receiver.
Yeah. I'm
some
sure
big wide
Saquon could wear gloves too once in a while.
Again, snatch waist. So it's a skill player.
Saquon does.
Body is T.
Saquon's a good guess. Those are some thunder thighs.
Are they that big? I can't see right now.
They look
right here.
huge. Calves are ridiculous too.
And the arms are big. He has very big biceps. I don't think it's a wide receiver.
Skin tone too. I think that's it. I think that's Saquon.
It could
Saquon?
be a D lineman, low key, but Saquon's a good guess.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm okay with Saquon. If you're saying that those are thunder thighs, there's only a couple people in the league that you trusted to.
Yeah, and listen, I don't give the thunder thighs label out
Exactly.
lightly.
Mm-hmm.
You
Very,
got
very selective.
you got to earn thunder thighs.
You gotta earn that shit.
And I
Very
think I'm
selective.
seeing them. Is that Saquon Barkley?
It is not Saquon Barkley. That's the
Oh,
first miss.
Damn it.
Damn.
Is it a defensive lineman?
No.
No. Okay.
So is it a defender?
Yes.
This is a big guy.
He may be on the line. I don't know.
Okay, so he's on defense.
He doesn't
He's on
know.
defense though.
Okay, but
Maybe they're not thunder thighs in. Maybe
but
they're
he
not
has
thunder.
okay now. If he's on defense, he says he's on the line. I don't know. Towel, mouthpiece hanging, gloves. Feels like a DB. Feels like somebody who wants to have
That's a big DB.
who wants to have a lot of just swag on the field. I don't think D lineman. Look at the jersey. There's a shirt coming out from under the jersey.
Oh, you're right. Oh, you see, it's black. It's hard to tell from the
Yeah,
screen.
that's a shirt.
Oh.
That's a DB. Defensive linemen are not doing that.
So who is that?
Can we make the screen bigger? Can you get that studio mode to make it bigger? Because it's hard to see with how small the screen is for us.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell that was a shirt hanging out.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. This is much better.
So
we're
maybe
getting fucked before.
Okay, maybe
I'm
it's a
boxed.
linebacker then.
We're playing on hard difficulty before.
Yeah.
Who is this?
So gloves. I'm thinking maybe it's a linebacker. Maybe it's a stand up linebacker, because linebackers do this stuff now too.
Okay. The sleeve should give it away to us. I don't know why we're struggling.
Is this someone on the Texans?
No,
Who wears a long shirt sticking out?
was this like Von Miller?
The skin tone is fucking me up too. I can't tell
Yeah.
how light they are.
I have zero clue.
I wish our screen was closer to us.
Did Von Miller have the mouthpiece like that?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I think
Is this Aaron Donald?
That's
a
a good
great
guess.
pick. That's a great pick.
I
Is
think
Aaron
it's Aaron
Donald?
Donald. Yes, it is.
Snatch waist with strong arms?
Yes.
This is Aaron Donald.
Good
Good
job.
snipe. Good
This is
snipe.
Aaron Donald.
There we go.
Good job.
That
All
was
right.
great.
I
Next.
asked it. That is a defensive lineman.
Yeah.
I actually said no.
My bad. That's how I was like, yeah, he's definitely on defense. I don't know if he's on the line though. I don't know.
Yes.
All right, next.
Nice. Crop top.
Gotta be a wide receiver.
We're with all this snatch waist stuff.
Yeah.
That is not wide receiver. There's one guy who famously had his waist out. Loves showing belly.
Oh.
I think this is him. I'm assuming. I only know one guy who loves showing belly like this.
Belly button all out.
Maybe there's other belly buttons that like to be shown off
His navel is on display.
on display. I'm assuming that's Ezekiel Elliott, Mr. Belly.
You would assume right.
Too dark. Oh, wow.
Nah, he was
forget.
dark.
I forget. I
He
forget
was
it
dark
was,
for a
yeah.
second.
For a second.
I forget. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Forget
All
about
right.
him.
Next.
Out there playing in Dallas.
I don't know who
Big
the
shoulder
fuck this
pads.
is.
Old player. Big old shoulder pads. Full sleeves.
But also,
Jerry Rice? Who the fuck is this, man?
no, you got a towel, and you can see just by this picture, just by the way he's walking. It's a guy swaggy.
There's a lot of accessories too for an old player.
Yeah, I'm going with Deion Sanders. here.
Okay.
Yep.
That fares.
This is Deion Sanders.
Yep, clear as day.
This is.
If there is one thing he is going to be, it is swaggy on the football field.
Okay.
So that makes
Only
sense.
2 bad guesses so far. We're cooking.
Y'all really know y'all bodies, man. I'm proud
on,
of you
man.
guys. Proud of you guys.
These are also the most famous players of all time.
Someone
Flexing.
flexing.
Who's flexing? Quarterback,
It's a
clearly. They have the hand
quarterback
warmer.
for sure. Looks big, like strong as hell. Smelling maybe Josh Allen potentially, but I don't want to.
But he's black. But
He's black?
He's black. It's a big quarterback flexing. Let's think about the strongest black quarterbacks of all time.
This is not Cam.
This is Cam.
That's Cam.
That's
Cameron.
Cam. His stance just doesn't look like Cam.
That
at
is
all.
Cameron Jarrell.
This looks like Cam flexing right after a dab at that.
He might be mid dab.
He might be mid dab. This might be might be dabbing.
That is not Cam Newton.
Oh, for
I-
real?
It is not Cam Newton. No.
I think this is
Damn.
Josh Allen.
This is not Josh Allen.
Fuck.
Is it? I can't tell the skin tone. Is he black or white?
Is that Mahomes?
Yeah, I think it might be. It is Mahomes. Yeah.
It is.
Hey,
Patrick
Mahomes kind of swole, man.
So he's
He's flexing a little bit.
Mahomes kind of swole.
He's
The
flexing
skin
a
tones
little
are
bit.
so hard to tell from these.
Yeah.
Like, I keep
Yeah.
thinking it's a different person.
I'm like, bro, Cam does not have like super, hips.
Super hips.
I thought Tom
You saying
Brady.
he's hippie?
Cam is not hippie.
Okay.
His hips they turn
Fair.
a lot.
I thought Tom Brady. Was,
Yeah, Cam's they don't. It's kind
I thought Tom Brady was black, and I thought Mahomes was darker.
Yeah.
The skin tone is throwing me off every time.
yeah.
All right, next. Here we go.
This is Mickey Mouse. What the fuck?
Mickey Mouse.
We have to go. I'm just gonna guess that this is one of the most famous big guys ever. We're gonna go with Vince Wilfork here. But honestly, I think Wilfork was honestly bigger.
Why are you standing like that?
But I'm gonna guess Vince.
Yes. It is Vince Wilfork. Thought it was a deep cut, man.
You thought Vince Wilfork was a deep cut?
For me. All right. Next.
Oh, this guy's mad. I would say this is Ray Lewis again, but it's not. We already seen him.
No, but this is a different type of crazy. Look how big he is, right? Look at the gut, so he's on the line somewhere.
Big lad.
Look at his hands, no gloves,
Taped up.
like
Like he's a boxer.
He's a demon defender.
Think about the people out here that are just straight demons
And he's playing right now.
playing right now. Comes from never mind.
So you know who
What were you
none of
gonna
you
say?
know.
No, I was gonna say the completely wrong way.
Oh, okay. Well, you should say it the right way. Help me.
It comes from a demonish community.
The demonish community.
I was not trying to say that.
Where does he come from? I don't know who this is.
This is Vita Vea.
Oh.
It is.
Damn it. It is.
I'm not trying to put that on the Samoans. I'm not saying the Samoans are demons. I'm not trying to do that.
I had no idea. Wow.
I knew it was a big defensive lineman. I was
Yeah.
like, Ndamukong Suh? I don't know.
Yeah,
had
Vita's
no idea.
he's different.
Next.
Quarterback.
Okay. Slinging that
Quarterback.
bill. Smelling maybe a little Brock Purdy-ish.
That is a white arm, right? I mean, confirm the skin tone this time.
Yep. 100%.
I think it's a white.
Could be
If not,
light
that
skin.
might be Justin Fields.
Is this a white arm?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank God.
Okay.
It's so hard to tell sometimes. Okay, so there's a white arm. Not the biggest guy, but not tiny.
Yeah, he looks a little tall.
That throw motion, it looks a little Joe Burrow-ish to me. That off platform with those legs.
You're wearing a sleeve, wearing a sleeve, kind of swaggy.
I'm thinking Joe Burrow.
I could go with Joe.
But
Does Joe wear plays?
I don't know.
He has to. What do you mean?
Not everybody does. Sometimes they have it on their little thing.
Yeah.
It is not Joe Burrow.
Okay, it's not Joe Burrow. Skinnier then. You know what's funny? It could be Zach Wilson.
Good God, no. I hope not.
Zach Wilson?
No. No.
Okay.
His stance is interesting.
We should know this one with the throwing stance. Who
It's
throws
a-
like this?
It's such a weird. It feels like maybe
wait,
This
like
could be
Baker Mayfield.
Baker, yeah.
It is not
No,
Baker
no.
Mayfield.
Is it Matthew Stafford?
Nope.
Ah,
Nah.
damn.
Let's go. Finally got him.
The knees and the throwing position that's throwing me off. I'm like, who throws off platform like this at these weird angles?
Is it Jared Goff?
No,
No,
absolutely
Jared Goff's a
not.
little thicker. He's got a belly to him.
Nah.
It's not Drake May. Drake May's a little
But
more.
he is kind of he's stout though.
I would think like Sam Darnold, but nah, I think he's
Could be
a little
Caleb, but
stronger
he said it's
than
white
that.
arm.
It's 100% like
100%
Pure
white.
white.
Okay, that's a white man.
100% white man, like American white.
Yeah.
America opposed to.
I mean, you can be from somewhere else and still be white.
What
white
quarterback is that though?
I don't know. I'm trying to catch the bases.
Who are these Bosnian quarterbacks you're speaking of?
Anyways,
Are they playing today?
this current
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, why is this fucking us up so hard? Who is this man? It's not
Let me
Herbert.
know when you want to
It's not
throw the
Drake
white
May.
we've come so far.
It's the Josh Allen? I don't think so.
No,
Nah.
Josh
Josh
don't throw
Allen.
like that.
It's not Herbert. It's not Drake May.
I mean, it could be Josh Allen.
It's not. It's not.
No, he has these shoulders. He has the pads on his ribs. Who wears padded ribs?
It would probably be somebody skinnier. Is this
Mac Jones or something? I don't know.
He's
No,
not put on
Mac.
Mac Jones.
He doesn't wear.
He's not
wear
put on
this.
Mac Jones.
Yeah.
It's too tall, not tall enough to be Trevor Lawrence.
who wears the sleeve though? Is this Mac Jones?
This guy
It's
gotta
not
be,
Mac
He got to
Jones.
be ass. This guy's ass in my mind. He has to.
Is this 9?
Oh, it's a JJ McCarthy.
I knew it. I smelled ass from a mile
You
away.
said who throws off platform. He
Yes,
stay off platform.
exactly.
And for him,
He stays up.
I said Burrow, Stafford, guys who can do that. He just does that.
Yeah.
His
For no
stance is a
reason.
little off, man. I'm like, is this normal?
Yes,
Can't
what are
be.
these fucked up feet?
Yeah.
I thought someone was good enough to do that when they needed to. He's bad enough to do it when he doesn't need to.
Sailing that pass, man.
He is one of the most famous NFL players now to me. So next,
I see that jersey cut. And I see that thick ass collar on the jersey. And I know that's the Jets. Is this Sauce Gardner?
yes.
Yeah, okay. Those fuck ass jerseys give it away.
You hate those jerseys. That's funny. As
I
hell.
hate that jersey with all my heart. Look how thick that white collar is. It screams at you.
It is ridiculous.
It's stupid.
I didn't know it stood out in black and white. That's what that is. God damn.
Stands out more.
All right, couple more.
Seahawks jersey.
It is. Swole Seahawks jersey.
This could be.
Look how he's standing. On his
I
back
don't,
leg.
I don't think it's DK.
No, look how he's standing on his back leg and the skinniness of his legs and long legs like that. That's a defensive player.
That's Nika Mamawari.
That's Nico Mawari.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Is it a defensive player?
No.
Oh, it's not.
It's not. Wow. It's
Really? It's not JSN.
no.
Those long legs. He has long legs.
It's not. Is it Reek Woolen?
No, he's not
No.
pulling Rick Woolen out on us.
I mean, you might. You never know.
You know what? Let me get into the lab this summer, man.
You put all Brady here and Donald. God forbid Rick Woolen is in front of my face.
It's Matt
What?
Jones, actually. No, let me check.
Maybe it's not.
But
It's
he has,
not
he has
DeMarcus.
his tattoos.
Maybe it's
though.
not a Seahawks jersey. Am I that too good of an
I
assumption?
think you are right.
I see the stripes up there. I assume
Is
it's
this not a
Seahawks.
Seahawk?
It is a Seahawks.
Oh,
jersey.
okay.
Y'all are right.
Is it Jason?
No.
Hell no.
He's just that guy's
It's
so
dark too.
Not a defensive
Is
player.
it DK?
Yes.
It is
okay.
Metcalf. Okay.
Okay.
I thought it was a current Seahawks.
That was
It
a
is DK.
defender.
It
It's
is
funny.
DK. Y'all overthought it.
Okay.
All right, last one.
Oh yeah, that's Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, immediately.
What gave it away?
Seeing Marshawn Lynch. What do you mean?
If it wasn't Marshawn, I'd have been like, "That's Michael Turner, man."
Michael Turner.
I know exactly what Marshawn Lynch looks like, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I saw it too. I'm like, yeah. It's Marshawn. This is the guy from Euphoria.
He was getting the picture. He's like, they're gonna get this one. This is not a good one.
And also the Seahawks jersey, the stripes were left in. That makes it too easy.
Okay.
Immediately
go.
new Seahawks.
It's the last one.
And there we are. Only got a couple wrong. Well, I got 3 wrong, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 wrong. Out of what, 10?
Like 15.
15.
We know body, man.
We shot a good percentage today.
12 or 15.
With no body. I thought Brady was black.
You thought Brady was Jaden Daniels.
That's like, damn, that's not even close.
I thought he was black.
He was so confident too. Is that Jaden Daniels?
It looked like a black arm to me.
I said, no, sir.
And it looked like a specific shade of black. I was like, that has to be Jaden Daniels. Nope. Next thing we're going to do. I have 5 NFL categories. You guys had to name a player from that category, write it down on your whiteboard, reveal it when I say reveal, and the goal here is to not say the same NFL name as me. If you do say the same NFL name I reveal on my iPad, you are eliminated.
I like this game.
Ooh, man.
Which one of you can make it through all 5 levels?
Let me get
I'm
these
going
teams
5
up,
for
man,
5.
so I don't blank.
Don't worry, it's not,
Or,
they're not terribly
no,
hard.
I'm going 0 for 5.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
First one.
However you want to say it. I don't care.
Yep. Round 1, a quarterback that has won the Super Bowl.
Won the Super Bowl.
Yep. Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Okay.
Whichever one you want to name. Just know I'm naming the same one.
We'll see. Gonna go on my run right here.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Doug Williams.
Matt Stafford.
Doug Williams. Nice. I named the one and only Jalen Hurts.
Hell yeah.
You guys passed round 1.
Hell yeah.
I actually, for a second, thought you were going to pull out Doug Williams.
Doug Williams. Next one. A number 1 overall pick from the last 25 years.
Number 1.
Number 1 overall pick in a draft class. Whichever one you want. Since
All right.
2000.
I got you.
Number 1 pick. Top guy. Who comes to mind?
You don't even know.
You're from Boy Davion Clowney, aren't you?
You don't even
3,
know.
2, 1.
Eli Manning.
Mendoza.
Okay. I have Myles Garrett.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
He has
Thank
survived.
the Lord.
It does. That was a risky pick.
I know. I was like, bro, I was scared. I was just gonna put Cam, and I was like, nah, I can't do that. It's too
Okay,
obvious.
let's get harder now. Round 3 is a player that was traded in the last year. A player traded in the last 12 months. A lot of big trades have happened.
player who was
I
traded.
got you.
Yep.
Okay.
Not signed anywhere, not released, traded. You good?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Jacoby
Jared
Myers.
Jared versus a good pull. I should have said that. Jacoby Myers. He was traded. Micah Parsons. You guys
I
survived.
was close.
Perfect.
Fuck. I was on the line.
Anybody consider Micah?
No,
Yeah, for 2 seconds I did.
no. I thought about Sauce for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. A starting running back for a California team.
I don't like this guy.
Starting running back.
For a California team.
All right.
He only got a few choices.
So we got 2 LAs, San Francisco.
Yep. Which one are you going to pick? Who would I pick?
We're
But do
gonna-
I know?
I
who
know.
you
I
think
don't. I
I
don't
would
know.
know
I don't
who I
know
would
if you
pick?
know what I know.
You ain't thinking how I'm thinking.
I'm pretty sure I know what you think I know that I do know but don't know. I mean, I don't know if I know what you think I know, but I do know what you know that I think I probably know.
I don't think you know because I don't even know if I know.
Damn, I definitely know about you not knowing if I know or not.
All right,
Let's
here we
see.
go.
3, 2, 1.
Mario Hampton.
Kyrie.
Oh, we got Mo stupid ass. Amari Hampton is the quarterback.
Fuck, I didn't think you knew what I was going to know.
I
but
told you I know
knew.
what you know, what you think I know, what I don't know, what I do know.
Fuck, I got to know better, man.
You just got to know.
Damn. You better take this home.
Round
Hurt my
5.
brain.
Fuck.
This is gonna be stupid.
Last one. Name an active Polynesian player on offense.
On offense? How many are there?
There's probably more than you think.
I think of lineman, easy.
All right. We
Polynesian NFL player that plays offense today.
Oh, man. I would have won this. Damn it.
No, you wouldn't have.
I would have, man.
You ready?
hold on. Let me write his name.
I'm going to play in spirit, too.
You want some bullshit? You want a 4-stringer? 3, 2,
Let's do
1.
it. Elijah Vera Tucker for me.
Jonas Avenel.
Wait.
I got Teteron McMillan.
He was actually gonna be my choice.
I figured you'd write Teteron. Jonas Avenel. He's Polynesian? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Sound like it.
I mean, with the name Savaneo. Yeah, it got to be right. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yep. He's from the American Samoas.
No.
Perfect. I
Damn
win.
it. I would have won this, man. Fuck.
It's a betting man right there.
Jonas Savaneo. Mind you, you didn't even write Savaneo.
No.
Jonah.
I'll put that S period.
All right, so Donovan
we will
wins.
abbreviate.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna hit that T McMillan.
Teteroa, I think I could, if I had to write down, I could spell Savaneo.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. There's a double I in there.
There is.
There's a double I in there.
Where?
Savainnaea.
That's not.
That's
what I
that
thought
S
it'd be.
period.
The S period.
That's what that is.
Next thing. Last week, we asked you guys to give us your picks for the most overrated players in the NFL, and you all bullied me about Justin Herbert. Now we're going the other way. I asked you guys in a community post to give us the most underrated players across the league. We're going to react to them and see if we agree.
Let's do it.
So let's be positive today. First name up. We have Abdul Carter.
Ooh.
Do we feel like Abdul Carter is now underrated?
Yo, this guy was a top pick in the draft. Like I'm not gonna look at Abdul Carter and say that the number 2 overall pick in the draft is underrated. going into year 2, no.
Well, can you read the comment first?
Abdul Carter led the entire league in quick pressures with 48 as a rookie, but people act like he's a bum for some reason. He's gonna be unreal.
I think people did largely not pay enough attention to his rookie year because the sack totals were crazy, and they probably just kind of writ him off as just like having a filler year. He was good. Like, he was a productive player. So I can kind of get behind the sense that maybe people underrate him a little bit after his rookie year. Maybe they kind of forgot about him and don't view him as a surefire future star. I still have all the stock in the world in
Yeah,
Abdul Carter.
but I never heard anyone ever like criticize him or call him a bum at all. That's a drag.
Yeah, he just gets ignored after his rookie year more
Yeah.
so than anything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like this is very big, like just demons talking in his head.
Yeah.
Like, you know, seasons coming up, you have to find your villains, people that you are trying to like prove wrong. I think this is one of those cases. I don't think Abdul Carter underrated at all.
Well, people do say that he looks like he's never lifted weights before, and it's a problem. They do say his arms are way too small to be an elite edge rusher. Is that hate? Is that making him underrated? Because people say surely a guy with the biceps of a quarterback can't be an elite edge rusher.
Is that hate? I mean, there's like a baseline of hate that is, but I don't know if that's like
not enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not mean enough.
until he doesn't have a big sack number again. They're like, lift some weights, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, next. Craig Woodson was one of the most impactful rookies last year, one of the cornerstones of a Super Bowl caliber defense, and no one talks about it besides Patriots fans.
This is facts. This is the most underrated player in the league because that last sentence is so fucking correct. So I see so many comments in our videos of Patriots fans saying, pay more attention to Craig Woodson. I've never heard an NFL mainstream show mention Craig Woodson.
Never in my life.
I listen to a lot of smart people. They do not talk about Craig Woodson outside of pre-Super Bowl. Obviously, people start talking about it because he was there. In the regular season, all the intellectual analysts I listened to were not talking about Craig Woodson. I think Patriots fans are right. He was ignored.
And guess what? It might stay like that because the first 4 weeks is AJ Brown talk all day long. And so he might stay like that.
And being a safety, most safeties go unrecognized. Like that's just a position that people don't talk about because they're not on screen when you watch on TV. So unless you're watching all 22, like someone whose job it is to talk about it, you probably don't know anything about Craig Woodson because if he's doing his job, you don't see him because he's on the back just shutting shit down.
Yeah, you got it. This is a great take.
Yep.
All right, next. Easily Byron Murphy, arguably a top 4 DT in the game with no recognition.
That is the wrong Byron
Murphy. That's not
Murphy.
Byron Murphy. What the hell?
There's 2 Byron Murphys. That's the Vikings one. Yeah, that's the wrong Byron Murphy. We're talking about the Seahawks one. The one from Texas. And this is 100% facts. Byron Murphy is so good. Last year we picked him in our Breakout Players of the Year episode to come out and have a crazy year. He did that. He's maybe one of the 3 to 4 most important players of why they won the Super Bowl.
Dude, he's so massive and like tactful with his moves. He's ridiculous. I agree with this take. I don't know if he's like wildly underrated though.
I feel like now, especially at like post Seahawks Super Bowl, now you're gonna start seeing everybody be like, oh wow, like this defense is actually good, and then you're gonna get piece by piece broken down, and everyone's gonna get their love. But I do think that for a second and even a little bit after the Super Bowl, is very much like, wow, Mike McDonald in the Seahawks defense, Nick Imawari in the Seahawks defense, but like everybody else will get their shine now. So he might break out of underrated songs.
In the run up to the Super Bowl, only thing the media was talking about when they were praising the Seahawks defense is they acted like Nick Imawari invented football.
Yeah.
They were such a dominant defense because they had the best defensive tackle duo in the NFL, and they were insane up the middle with Leonard Williams and Byron Murphy. I think he's super underrated. Again, it's a position that doesn't get a lot of shine, so it's understandable why a defensive tackle that's amazing against the run doesn't exactly get praised on TV. But I do agree with the sentiment.
Listen, man, that run stopping wins games.
It does.
Wins chips.
And shout out Nicky Imawari. Not overrated at all, but the way that people just glossed over the defensive line on the interior definitely makes him underrated to me.
All right, next. Creed freaking Humphrey. Creed freaking Humphrey.
He's the best center in the league, and everyone says that. I don't know what else you want. You want them to show highlights of Creed Humphrey on ESPN? Yeah. He's a center.
I think they're probably using Creed Humphrey as like a proxy just for like the Chiefs offensive line as a whole. Because I think we do recognize that it's not like one of the worst offensive lines, but it is one of their more stable units on the team, one of their strengths. And so I think for them, like just saying, oh yeah, Creed Humphrey, you're really talking about probably everybody.
That's a good rationalization. I want you to read the name of the title of who said that.
The biggest Chiefs fan.
In all caps. All
he was going to say this regardless. He's his favorite Chief.
So Patrick Mahomes is underrated right now. Which Loki?
Maybe. Creed Humphrey is a top 2 center in the league, and everyone knows it. Creed Humphrey is not underrated.
Okay. Next. Tucker Kraft. He was having arguably the best season out of any tight end besides McBride before his injury this year. I think he's easily top 5, even though people don't want to give him his flowers yet.
Yeah. I think Tucker Kraft is widely accepted as a top 5 tight end when he's healthy now. I think Tucker Kraft is super praised as being probably the best combination in the league right now of blocking and receiving.
Yeah, when it comes to like whenever I hear people talk about who are the best tight ends in the league, I can't go in any conversation, in any room, in any social media app without seeing Tucker Kraft not being mentioned, at least like bare minimum top 3 at all. And if you do feel like this, I only feel like that's only because of his short run because of the AC tear.
The ACL tear might have made like the masses not quite see it, but we saw it. The star outbreak happened before he got injured. Like he's 100% a top 5 tight end now. Yeah. It's McBride, Bowers, Kittle, Kraft. Like those 3 are the only ones you can put above Kraft right now.
And even then, Kittle tore his Achilles too.
Yeah, he might be better.
Yeah, so if you have two tight ends fighting for position 3 and both of them are coming off of major injuries, Kraft is going to be back sooner. Maybe he might be the 3 spot.
And Bowers and McBride, they don't block.
Yeah,
Kraft blocks the shit out of people. He might be the best tight end when it's all said and done by the end of this year.
Ooh.
All right,
it's possible.
Well, Tyler Warren's right there too.
My Colson Lovin's right there, number 5.
Yeah.
DJ Turner was one of the best corners in the league, despite being stuck with 0 pass rush.
If there's one person on this planet that loves DJ Turner, it's the guy sitting between me and Donovan.
Hell yeah, he's one of my first like all 22 like
babies,
bro. It was a real experience viewing him and seeing how bad the guys are on my ass last year, but seeing how he like did his job and how he did such a great job of mirroring his guys in front of him, the receivers, his cover guy in front of him, and no matter like what type of coverage it is, whether it be zone, man, press, it doesn't matter. He's so quality.
Yeah, very aggressive corner, quality, can play the run too. Solid pick. DJ Turner's definitely underrated.
Yeah, but no one cares because it's Bengals defense.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck. Doesn't matter. It amounts to nothing because everybody around him is garbage.
All right, next.
Dexter Lawrence, please save his life.
Rain Dakota Prescott. He has consistently been one of the best in the league when healthy, but people hate him for lack of playoff success, even though it's not even his fault most of the time.
Can you read those first 3 words again with the oomph necessary for the all caps?
Rain Dakota Prescott.
Hell yeah. Agreed. Dak Prescott is one of the most underrated players of his generation. He's been a clear-cut top 10 quarterback for a long time. And a year and a half ago, we were talking about him in conversations with quarterbacks that had no business being compared to him.
Yeah, I remember watching him within the first 3 weeks of the year, and then I remember coming back and bringing this conversation to you, Donovan specifically, and I was like, bro, like y'all talking about him like he's like DeMar DeRozan when the level of dominance that he had, at least up until that point, first 3 weeks, which trailed on for the entire season, great year, regular season. He's one of the best at his position.
You're right. It was never DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah,
it was more like 2021 Ben Simmons, where he's
oh my gosh,
that's even worse.
But of course, Cooper Flag -32-GOAT is gonna say that Dak is underrated. So shout out to you.
Dak's insanely underrated
and continue having no playoff wins.
Damn.
He's so much better than Jalen Hurts, and we had so much time bringing in the show last year to talk about him for Jalen Hurts.
That's so ridiculous.
I feel like I was going insane.
Do you feel bad about that at all, Donovan?
Honestly, at this point, it makes it funnier that it's like widely accepted. Like, yeah, Dak is better, and they just don't do anything, and he doesn't like achieve anything.
That's hate.
That's good, Cope.
Okay.
That's good hate there.
Just keep losing, bro. Just year in and year out. Just keep losing.
Yeah, clear-cut top 10 guy.
Bums.
Every offensive lineman.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Hey, man, that's real.
You go ask your uncle to tell you about Rashawn Slater's pass protection, his kick step. He's in a fucking pass out.
Who?
He's going to be like, make it up names, man.
This is facts. Obviously, the average fan does not appreciate offensive linemen whatsoever. They don't appreciate offensive linemen, don't appreciate safeties, and don't appreciate defensive tackles, and they never will.
Yeah.
But I say that. They won't appreciate offensive linemen, but they will hate on one when the opportunity to have one that's bad. When someone like Will Campbell has a bad game on the biggest stage, all of a sudden everybody knows when the bad ones are here.
Only because it's like when you know, so I understand that line of thinking too, because when you know when they're bad, it's so bad because like it crumbles and everything falls behind them. So
yeah. Bad offensive linemen and bad corners are the loudest bad players in the NFL.
And the good ones are the quietest good ones too, because if things are going perfect, you don't even think about them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's tough. Just get paid, man.
Yep.
Position.
Next, Christian Watson.
He got paid, and everybody said, "Oh my God, what the fuck are the Packers doing?" I guess that could make him underrated if you think it's a good contract.
I mean, come on, man. Let's get 700 yards.
700?
700. That's the line. That's
Quentin
the line.
Johnson could do that for you.
That's the line that we're trying to get to.
I think he probably is underrated. I think that's fair, and it's also fair to criticize him because he's never healthy and has never materialized. But I do think the ceiling of him and what he does do when he's on the field is better than people think. They just don't pay attention unless you crack 1,000 yards and do it consistently. Flashes here and there aren't going to get recognized by the masses. You need to see consistency over a whole season. So, he probably is a definition of underrated.
Can you be underrated and overpaid at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. But also like flashes, not breaking 1,000 yards, not doing it consistently. You know what that is? That's a wide receiver 3. Like that's what that is. And so when you're paying somebody good money, obviously it's not like top dollar, but when you're giving them a actual like sizable contract and you're expecting them to grow into this wide receiver 1 role, somebody's going to be right, somebody is going to be wrong. And at the end of the season, he's either going to be underrated or he was going to be properly rated this whole time by everybody who's saying this contract was not worth it.
It's really just injuries to him, though. That's the tough part. Is that it really all comes down to can he play or not.
Okay.
Let's see.
Brock Purdy. This guy had 2 5-touchdown games last season and beat the Eagles with a depleted squad. Despite this, people still think he's just an average quarterback. Don't forget the only true weapons he had were Age Kittle and CMC.
Yeah. Whenever people talk about not necessarily Brock Purdy, but the 49ers, it's always Kyle Shanahan, CMC healthy, Kyle Shanahan. And then whatever like reclamation project they have going on defense. I definitely do agree with this. Coming into like my first full year watching NFL football, I never heard anyone actually like mention a peep about Brock Purdy and his ability to rush at all, and his ability to just like make defenders miss. And maybe that was a new thing added to his game. I'm not 100% sure, but from what I've seen this past year, I'm like, yo, like every single ounce of like glaze and how everyone made it a big, super big thing about his contract that he got was that same summer as well. I'm not sure, but it's deserved. He's a good quarterback. He's a top 15 guy for sure.
Yeah, he got paid. I think saying that he's an average QB, honestly, from where the Brock Purdy discourse started when he first got onto the scene, that's a massive win for Brock Purdy fans. Yeah. And so I don't think Brock Purdy is a top 10 quarterback, but he is underrated and people do still I think obviously Shanahan does a lot to put him in really good positions, but Brock Purdy's out here making plays for himself and for the team as well. Like he's not completely just getting carried. And even this year when all of your wide receivers are gone, when CMC can't get more than 4 yards of carry, when Kittle is aging, Brock Purdy's putting the team on his back for a couple weeks. And that's something that for a couple years, people were just not giving him any credit for that.
Yep.
All right, next. Cam Little. Being able to score from 68 yards is crazy.
I actually think that Cam Little might be a little bit overrated right now.
Why?
Tell us your
kicker
tell us your hot takes about this kicker.
just because I think that Cam Little is now like the way that people are talking about Cam Little is like, hey, we are going to absolutely revolutionize football. And I think that that's a possibility, but until the Jaguars legitimately like drive in and drive out like, yeah, we can hit from 70. Until that's like a real material thing, I think we're getting caught up in the like idea of it, and I think it's slightly overrated.
Okay. You heard it here first.
Yeah,
Cam
man.
Little overrated.
Stop overrating these kickers, man. Doing too much.
You're not Dicker the kicker.
I
Never
know.
will be.
You'll never be Brandon Aubrey.
Next. Torrey Horton. Not even a Seattle fan, but I think people forget about how good he looked before the injury. I hope he comes back and gets the opportunity to produce like I think he would have if he never got hurt.
I agree. And that is why I've held on to him in my Dynasty Fantasy Football League. I refuse to drop him. He's been sitting in my IR because I think he is the truth. I think he can develop into a very high quality deep threat next to JSN. If I'm a Seahawks fan, Torrey Horton is like my number one hope right now for maintaining that level of offense I had despite losing Kubiak. Torrey Horton is like my golden child that I'm pointing to and saying, he'll be the one to stave off the regression, I promise.
You have like 8 different players that you're stashing across all of your like
We got a
dynasty
bench.
leagues. Yeah.
And they're full of gems, honestly. Our league is not compy. I got all the gems.
I gotta buy a team from someone in your league, man. Let me get in this mix. Make some shake.
I've been telling Donovan we got to do a Dynasty League for the show. But he's like, no, I have too many leagues.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
How many dynasty leagues are you in?
I'm in a couple.
Leave one.
No.
You say the same thing like every 4.5 weeks.
I like them.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna do it. So quit asking.
No means no. Next.
You gotta do it.
Jared Goff. Jared Goff has consistently ranked top 3 in all of the important. Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Go start from the top. You got it. You got it. I believe you.
His brother's a literate.
It's a lot of words, bro.
I will say, consistently is the one that fucked you up.
Jared Goff has consistently ranked top 3 in all of the important quarterback stats for years now, and still doesn't even get talked about as top 10.
Okay, here's the thing. What's this guy's name?
Pumani Kamara.
Pumani Kamara.
Hey, that's good.
First of all, funny name. Second of all, are you going to look me in the fucking eye and tell me you think Jared Goff is a top 3 quarterback? Like, what's your takeaway?
He ran towards stats.
I think he wants him in top 10 talks.
He gets put in top 10 sometimes.
He shouldn't be.
He could be like at 10, and I won't like
It's too high.
belittle you.
I might. I might.
I just wonder what you want from Jared Goff. Because, like, even if you praise him and say, look at all these top 3 metrics, which is a cool data point, you don't think he's top 4, 5, 6. Like, you just really want him to be considered the 9th best quarterback in the league? Okay.
It's a weird narrative.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess.
You have to fight. You have to fight.
He's considered like 11th or 12th. And they're like, I promise you he's 9th. All right. That's underrated?
Sure.
I suppose.
That's honestly a big hill. Like even having the moniker of like, oh, this guy breaks like this specific barrier, and that being like a very consistent thing. That's a big title. And so I can
know,
see,
Hurts fans are dying
and so
for
I can see I can see why for golf fans like that they want him to be in top 10.
All right, next. Tyler Algier. Someone get this man an actual opportunity to be running back.
So his agent did that. His agent made the calls and said, who needs a running back? The Cardinals. All right, Tyler, go sign with them. They're going to give you some bread. He said, bet. And then 4 weeks later, they got backdoored by Jeremiah Love. I don't know what he has to do. At this point, he has to request a trade.
As soon as he signs with the team.
Before training camp, hold out. Hold out.
Yeah, he was forsaking his life somehow to always be living in the shadow of somebody else's superstar journey.
I would actually love to see that. Somebody hold out as soon as they signed the deal.
That's
and was like, you know what? Market value actually went up over the last three months.
Deal with it.
Pay me my value. Pay me what I'm worth.
That's crazy, man.
You get blackballed immediately.
Yeah.
Career ending.
All right, next.
Just go be the GOAT in the CFL.
Joey Porter Jr. Swear no one is talking about him when he's acting like a top 5 cornerback in the league and has better stats than Pat Surtain in a 12-game span.
No, well, better stats for a cornerback is always a weird hill because it's not a very accurately reflected position in terms of stats. But Joey Porter is definitely a top 10 cornerback. Top 5. There's a lot of good quarterbacks out there right now.
They said, look, they throw at him all the time and they don't get completed. Pastor Tan don't even get thrown at.
Exactly. I do think Joey Porter is underrated,
Yeah.
which I know people talk about it. He had a breakout season. People talk about it. The Steelers are going to have an elite secondary now in big part because of him. He's top 10. Top 5 is a little rich for my blood. That's really hard to break into the top 5.
It's not happening.
Yeah. Okay, I understand. This is a good take, though.
Yeah, because when you have, as a top, you have Surtain, Stingley, and Mitchell, and then Gonzo. Like, that's one spot left in top 5.
Yeah.
I don't think he's better than Devon Witherspoon. It's a tough life to be top 5, but he's definitely elite.
All right, next. That's it.
And there we go.
Good takes. Good takes. Okay.
Shout out to Steelers tears being at the end. It's always fitting. That is one crybaby franchise or fan base. They thrive on recognition.
Yeah.
They demand it at all turns.
True.
Next thing we are gonna do, I'm gonna show you, or actually we are gonna pick because I don't gotta show you anything. You already know this. We're gonna look at every single number 1 overall pick from the last 10 NFL draft classes and decide who should have went number 1 there, if it was the right pick and aged well, or if somebody else should get that spot.
Okay.
So basically redrafting the last 10 number 1 overall draft picks. So first off, who we got? Starting with 2016, Jared Goff goes number 1 overall. There is 11 all-pro players in this draft class to choose from above Jared Goff.
This is ridiculous. What a class, man.
Crazy class. So if you want to stick with a quarterback, assuming they would still pick him, still pick a QB, Dak is there. But look at all those all-pros. There's a lot of options.
Oh my God. Chris Jones is here. Jalen Ramsey.
So if we did it,
Joey Bosa.
yeah. So if we did it based on how the NFL would do it, Dak Prescott would go 1.
Yes, for
it's a
sure.
clear-cut number 1 quarterback.
Yeah.
And this is a team that clearly needed a QB. They would still need a QB if we're going to do that. It's probably just Dak then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. I think for a lot of these, the quarterback is probably just going to be 1.
The only way to really stop that is if there's like dominant edge rusher that could be a possibility. Chris Jones
gives you versatility on the line, Hall of
It's a
Famer as
long
well.
time too. Yeah.
He might be also. I mean, it's different because it's a wide receiver, and in 2016 it's even different. But Tyreek Hill, knowing because when Tyreek Hill gets drafted, it's not like, he's not even like a wide receiver. Like he makes his name as a return specialist, and then starts breaking out. But if hey, I'm gonna get one of the most dynamic
top 15 receiver prime of all time.
He could also go one. Like I can see the argument taking Tyreek Hill over a Dak Prescott. If you're just talking about better as a player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you were a GM right here and you want to have the most opportunities to win a Super Bowl for the next decade, who gives you that better chance, Tyreek Hill or Dak Prescott?
Probably Tyreek.
Nah.
It's probably Dak.
It's clearly Dak.
The quarterback position is just so obviously valuable.
It's just too important. Yeah.
I think we.
Tyreek is. Listen, Tyreek got to Miami and made Tua look competent.
True. Tyreek is different. Tyreek is ridiculous.
Like
That's
peak
compelling point.
peak Tyreek is different, and that is something that I think you would consider.
I think the top three would probably go Dak, Chris Jones, Tyreek Hill, just for positional versatility. Positional value.
Mm-hmm.
Or Dak, Tyreek Hill, Chris Jones, I think, and then Jalen Ramsey at 4 still.
It's probably Dak first, just off a quarterback, but I would consider Tyreek Hill.
Fair.
All right.
In
Next.
2017, we have Myles Garrett. Is there any opportunity for you to change that pick? Because there is in this draft class. Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson for a second. You got TJ Watt, a whole lot of all pros.
Buda Baker.
Do you go one of the best edge rushers of all time or one of the best quarterbacks of all time?
No, man. Clearly, bro, if the Browns got Patrick Mahomes, actually, I don't know, because the Browns are the Browns.
They might have
But
fucked him
man.
over.
Yeah.
This is the one player in the NFL that could have made us not pick Myles Garrett. Is there anybody besides Mahomes you would have picked over Myles Garrett in this situation? I guess Josh Allen too.
Yeah, one of the elite quarterbacks. Honestly, that's it.
Yeah, like if Jared Goff was in this draft, I'm taking Myles Garrett.
Well, yeah, of course.
Or Dak, I think I'd take Myles Garrett.
Yeah, I mean, it's the top three quarterbacks. You pick Mahomes, Lamar, or Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And I guess Joe Burrow, probably.
Sure.
After that, Myles Garrett beats pretty much every quarterback, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, yeah, but that's just the GOAT. So yeah, I'm gonna take Mahomes.
It's Mahomes.
Okay.
Imagine if Mahomes would have saved the Browns.
Jeez, that's tough.
2018, we got Baker Mayfield. Which quarterback do you go with now at the top of this draft if you were the Browns?
If you're the Browns, you take Lamar Jackson.
Not Josh Allen?
No, because I think even at the time, Lamar was obviously Josh Allen had all the physical tools. Lamar was more proven at that point, but that schism got him, and then even
Schism.
and then
That's not what I thought he said at first.
Yeah.
Not what I thought he said.
and then even afterwards,
The same thing.
nah, man.
I was like, Lamar?
I'm like, yo, I didn't see any reports. Like, what?
No. But I think Lamar is the better in terms of regular season production and having it over a longer stretch. Lamar has been better than Josh Allen for their careers, and you have a couple more MVPs to point to it. I would take Lamar.
Okay.
I don't even know how to pick. These are two of the best quarterbacks ever. Both on similar timelines. Both made it similarly as far. Both been similar levels winning MVPs. I guess to each their own.
I think if you're the Browns, I take someone who's more durable because you finna send out some bullshit on the field. And I think Josh Allen just built to take more bullshit considering the size. Of
Okay,
it.
if you're the Browns,
And-
you know yourself.
Yeah,
And that's fair. Yeah,
you ain't gonna help
that's
this guy
fair.
at all.
And right now, I think that Josh Allen is a better quarterback. But if you're somebody, I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of a GM. If you are thinking about the Ravens and their playoff shortcomings and Lamar's playoff shortcomings, and you're just you know what, you just had a lot of unlucky bounces, then you would say that the talent of Lamar could take you to a different level.
For sure.
Either way, one of those two guys.
Yeah.
2019, we have Kyler Murray. Now, this is a draft class with no real other elite quarterbacks unless you just really want to give Daniel Jones a shot as your number one pick.
Hell no.
So I guess Nick Bosa, Max Crosby, Dexter Lawrence.
Nick Bosa becomes the first overall pick.
Yeah, probably Nick Bosa.
That's crazy.
Just because Dexter Lawrence might be better at his job than Nick Bosa is at his job. But the value of an edge rusher is obviously so high. You probably got to go Bosa.
Yeah.
Are we going Bosa, Lawrence, Crosby, 1, 2, 3 before we even get to like how if we redid this again, how far would we go before Kyler Murray got picked?
Far. We'd go Bosa, we go Crosby, we go Lawrence, we go AJ Brown.
Yeah, I'd want AJ Brown over him too.
At highest, Kyler Murray can be 5.
That's crazy. Wow.
Okay.
That's at the highest too. Let me pull up the draft class and we look at the non-all pros because we might be able to get further into this. 2019
That's
draft.
kind of crazy.
Yeah, let me see.
Kyler was like the levels to which Kyler was hooping in high school and college is just different.
Doesn't he
Yeah.
have a statue in college?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I think he has a statue at his college.
Oh yeah.
Did we go Quentin Williams over Kyler Murray?
Nah.
I don't know, actually. I don't know.
Kyler's not a quality starter right now.
Yeah,
He
I
has
think
some
I
years,
would.
but
I'd take the consistency of Quentin Williams for sure.
That's
That's the only reason I.
Jeffrey Simmons is in this draft class.
just okay. Tell me enough names to get Kyler out the top 10.
Jeffrey Simmons, Quentin Williams. Now we're now at that's 7.
Yeah, Kyler would be at 7 now.
Josh Hines Allen. Tell me him or Kyler
Okay, fine for
Yeah.
discourse.
for
Yeah.
discourse sake. Debo Samuel had a moment.
We're not doing that.
Debo.
I'm taking Kyler.
Daniel Jones.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no. Super hell no. Over Kyler, hell no.
I'm actually very upset that he had that 8-week stretch because now people are like, wow, oh, Daniel Jones is great. He was not good for years. And we're just going to trick ourselves into revisionist history.
Maybe he got better.
Bro, he got benched for DeVito.
Okay. 2020. We have Joe Burrow. Does anything make you hesitate? Do you go Justin Herbert? Do you go Justin Jefferson? Tristan Wirfs, one of the best tackles in the league.
He is. I'm still taking the best quarterback out of this group, and I'm taking Joe Burrow.
Does the injury proneness scare you though?
Nah, fuck no. Just
Well, how can
protect
we
him better. Have better players ahead of him. Fix that line.
I don't know, man. He's had a few years lost to injury.
True.
Only reason I say that is because Justin Herbert is obviously there, and they're both like similar tier. Burrow's a little better, but one's not injury prone. Does that make you consider it at least?
Consider, yes. I will end up going with Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Because he is just better.
I agree.
2021.
Like, by a lot.
Notice Jalen Hurts in that draft class too. 2021. Trevor Lawrence.
So Micah goes 1.
I'm taking Micah first overall.
I'm taking Jamar Chase first overall.
Word?
Oh,
Nah, I'm probably taking Micah. But
yeah. I'm taking
I'd
Micah.
consider Jamar Chase for sure.
I think Jamar goes 2 for sure.
Yo, low key, Trevor might be at 5.
Hey, Penei Sewell might be first overall.
Oh shit! I didn't even see his
That's
name
what I'm
there.
saying.
What?
Penei Sewell, Michael Parsons, Jamar. Pat versus Trevor Lawrence is the line.
See, Trevor Lawrence last year played like a top 12-ish quarterback in the league. If you're going to tell me for the next 5 years with Liam Cohen, he is that, and maybe sneaks in the top 10 and like has figured it out, he can get back to being one because quarterbacks are important. But you just named 4 of the best players in the world. I think 5 isn't crazy.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, you're getting your chain snatched, man.
But who's number 1? Is it Micah or is it Jamar?
I think Micah, because of edge.
Yeah, just
edge rusher
game
type.
breaking.
I don't know. Wide receivers are also that valuable, and Jamar is one of the best ever.
You're right.
I'd still take
We just
Micah.
don't because we just don't see wide receivers go 1 overall in real life, so we can't say that. It feels weird.
It's been a while.
I think Jamar is as impactful as any wide receiver we've seen in the last decade. And he's
But even when, well, obviously it's different because of like what Micah has turned into. Where they're like, yeah, you're just gonna like rush the passer. But even like coming in, you can still get a little bit of versatility out of Micah because he's so great at both positions. So that's for that reason I'll probably take Micah.
okay. We'll go Michael 1, Jamar 2. 2022, Trayvon Walker. Does he still go number 1?
This is so nasty.
Absolutely not.
Hey, does Brock Purdy go 1? Does he go from last pick to first pick?
Yeah.
Does he over Aiden
Yes.
Hutchinson?
Yes.
Dude, I think Aiden Hutchinson does. I think Brock Purdy probably. Well, it's tough because he plays for Shanahan. So I know in Shanahan's offense, Brock Purdy is going to lead to more wins than Aiden Hutchinson.
I think I would go Hutchinson 1, Purdy 2.
If Hutchinson was like Micah level, I would be cool with that.
I mean, he's holding up pass rush by himself a lot
Yeah.
of times.
But it's also very funny to see Brock Purdy go from last to first. So I kind of want
Yeah.
to say that just to say it.
I think Purdy would go 1.
Me too. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I believe that to my heart.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, fine.
2023, we have Bryce Young.
Oh, no. Jalen Carter goes first overall.
Really over Puka? I think it's a closer conversation than the previous one.
I think, yeah, it's a similar conversation. Actually, no. Carter didn't take a leap forward last year to where you're like, oh, yeah, this is definitely hands down generational, whatever. Puka is in that conversation for best receiver in the league. So Puka can go one.
I think Puka will go one.
Guys, it's clearly Will Anderson Jr.
He's here?
Yeah. Oh, so this graphic must not be accurate.
Yeah.
Will Anderson Jr. definitely goes.
Okay, yeah.
It's a complete gap.
Will Anderson Jr. is easily the number 1 overall pick of the 2023 draft. It's not even a conversation.
Oh, cool. We don't have no more discussion.
No more discussion. Yeah, sorry, Puka. It's definitely Will Anderson.
Yeah. But it's not the quarterbacks.
Not the quarterbacks. And also 2022, we didn't mention Kyle Hamilton and Derek Stingley were in that draft class. Does that change anything for you?
Probably not.
Hard to pick a safety number 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're in there. But yeah, Will Anderson going number 1 overall might be, looking back, the easiest pick we can imagine. That might be a Myles Garrett level easy pick.
Yeah.
They got both of them.
What did the Panthers trade up for again?
Bro, they traded everything to go get him.
They traded 1s, 2s, 3s.
They traded Caleb Williams to go up and get Bryce Young.
Oh, yeah. They thought it was Drew Brees.
They thought it was Drew Brees.
Tough.
And then they could have had Will Anderson, man. They could have had Julius Peppers or something. Yeah. And they picked Bryce Young. Tough.
That's crazy. It's like opening trading cards, and you think that you're just gonna get a LeBron James rookie card.
Or
you get Big Z.
Is Bryce Young? Who's a good Bryce Young comparison? Do you get? You get Zach LaVine.
Damn.
Tough.
Guess, yeah.
Tough.
2024.
Does Caleb Williams still go number 1 overall, or do we consider Jaden Daniels or Drake May?
Yeah, Drake May goes 1 for sure.
For sure, I disagree.
Really?
I think Caleb still goes 1.
Whoa, really?
I think that Drake is better right now in this moment. But I think that the ceiling of Caleb is also still there. And so I don't think anything changes from the decision that they made.
If I had to repeat the decision today in 2026, I'm picking Drake May, I think. Just because there's no risk at all. I know for sure Drake May will be a top 5 to 6 quarterback for the next decade. Mm-hmm. Caleb might be 1. Or he might be 10 forever because he's always inconsistent. I don't know. I'm probably going to pick the surefire 5th best quarterback every time.
I think if the surefire 5th best, if you think that Caleb's floor is 10, and that when he gets to 1, he's going to be 1 by a wide margin, I think you take that.
I don't think it is wide margin. I don't think he's literally Mahomes. So I don't know that I see him being I don't know if the ceiling is one of the greatest of all time in that way. To be 1 by wide margin means you're one of the greatest of all time. I don't know that I'm going that far with the Caleb Glaze.
Wow, okay.
That's tough. That's a tough ask. I think Drake May is a much easier choice.
Listen, him and his camp believe that. I'm sure the Bears believe that as well.
Sure
so it's
I don't think Mid Johnson believes that.
Mo, what do you believe? This is your team.
I mean, objectively speaking, I think I would take Drake May. I understand your stance.
You saying Caleb's a bum?
Come on, man. I never thought that once at all. I'd just rather take the dude who's literally more proven right now and has less mistakes in his game. And when it comes to imagining him at his peak, we just want him to do what he did last year, this year again. Meanwhile, with Caleb, there's a short list of things that you want him to improve on a consistent basis.
Caleb could definitely be better. That's possible. If I'm a GM at number 1 and I see a guy like Drake May and I know he's a second MVP in the second year as a starter, I'm saving my job and picking Drake May every time. I have immediate job security for a decade.
And what if Caleb wins it this year?
Great. Drake May is probably second
That's
again.
tough.
I'll live.
Yeah, that's tough.
Because Caleb might become not even close to MVP, where I know Drake May is going to be in that conversation.
Yeah, there's too much risk, so I can understand it. I can understand going Caleb number 1.
If this was somebody a little bit worse too, if this was if it was just Jaden Daniels, I'd be with you. I'm picking Caleb, even though Jaden Daniels has been better. Drake May is good enough that it's not a combo to me.
Let's go. Next.
You do that, you always make me want to change my mind.
I'm gonna keep doing it then.
Now I got to co-sign a Patriots fan? Fuck.
Hell yeah.
God, it sucks. Now I'm evil. 2025, Cam Ward. Does he still go 1? Do you consider the Dart Man? Do you consider the Shuck Man? Do you consider Shador Sanders?
That was great. Flex the Apple Watch. Do it again. Yeah.
It's my guy, man. I mean, it's obviously Cam Ward. There's not really a conversation. But I mean,
I've seen some people say that to go Jackson Dart in a redraft.
I think those
I would
people
not.
are.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think those people are incorrect.
Yeah.
I might go like Armand Membu, honestly, and just pick the same pick and starting caliber tackle for a decade.
That's fair too.
In that draft, it's fair. I think that's probably what I don't know.
You gotta give Cam Ward.
Cam at 1 is probably still the pick.
You got to give Cam Ward at least one more season. You got to give a quarterback at least a year or two leap to see what they really are. If he comes out and he is just like good, not great, maybe not quite number one overall pick caliber, I think we can look up and say Armand Membu is an easy pick at a position of value, maybe Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
But for now, I think we still stick with Cam Ward.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, he needs to give a leap. We're all giving him benefit of the doubt. His year one numbers are atrocious.
Carnell takes here to save the day, man.
Please save him.
They try to nuke him.
He needs to be saved. And that's the last one.
Cool.
Last thing we're going to do today. We talked about now the most hated players on offense and defense in the league right now. And a couple weeks ago, we talked about the most loved players on offense. Who are the most loved players on defense right now at every single position? Players that have unanimous approval rating amongst fans that everyone adores. We got edge, interior D-line, linebacker, cornerback, and safety.
Safety is easily Lincoln Memory. Like that's the guy. That's the poster board for this.
People do love
this
him.
Entire summer.
People really do love Nick after the Super Bowl run. People treat him like he is like the number one reason they're good on defense and the only reason we're talking about. And you know what? I love him too.
Yeah.
Is it Kyle Hamilton though? Is it Derwin James?
No, I look-y most loved. I'm with him. Yeah. I think right now people are just endlessly glazing Nick, and I think that he might be the most loved right now.
Maybe. Yeah, winning the Super Bowl helps a lot too. That conversation. Exactly. Everyone, the draft comes around. Exactly. Where's our Nicky Monwori?
Yeah,
you're doing a lot.
Meanwhile, they already have him. We have Derwin, we have Kyle.
Yeah.
Nick's the poster boy of that.
So I would go with him at safety.
Cornerback probably has to be Surtain, right?
Still.
Anytime you're the best corner in the league, you're probably going to get love. Revis was loved. Sherman was loved. Everybody in between. That's a title that gets so much adoration to be the guy that locks people up.
And especially when it's not like, oh, he's great because of a scheme, or he's a great like cover corner. When you know that you can just put somebody on that side, play man to man in the style that the Broncos play defense, and he could just every single week clamps. It is very impressive.
And he's a likable guy, not on a team people hate really. So there's really no downside to his reputation.
Yeah.
So we have Surtain and we have Monwori.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Now we have linebacker, edge, and DT. Linebacker is in such a weird place right now. I think people would probably just default to Fred Warner because they don't know a lot of great linebackers right now because the position's kind of in a drought.
Plus, he's coming off the injury. Everyone's rooting for him to come back.
And he always has media. He talks a lot on camera. He's real likable, well-spoken.
Yeah.
People fuck with Fred Warner heavy.
I think so. Because I think he does a pod with like his wife too. Everybody likes them too.
Yeah. He's a funny guy.
Yeah. Likable. Okay. All right, cool. So Fred Warner.
DT and edge.
Who knows DTs?
People like Dexter Lawrence, but people are also like, he fell off last season, wasn't getting sacks like that. I don't know. Chris Jones plays for the Evil Empire, so people don't like him like that.
So for edge, so it's different because he just went to the Rams. I'm sure that he's going to be like hated. But Myles Garrett, the approval rating is probably like at 100%.
Yeah, but are we going to pick just the best player for every position?
Nah. No,
we didn't do that for safety, but is there anybody more loved than Myles Garrett?
Probably not. Like off the edge, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm trying to reach and pick anybody other than the guys who are just the best. People love Myles Garrett. You're watching a living legend. Everybody knows it.
And when you're coming off a year where you set the sack record, like you're at peak likability.
And you know what they like him?
You play for the Browns.
He dealt with bullshit for years. When you have years of saying this player needs to be freed, and then he gets freed, you're gonna love him.
So
it's first day out right now.
Yeah.
It's first day out.
He's the pick there.
He's in the Rolling Stone with his rolling on. Interior D-line. The most overlooked position in the NFL.
Before Leo.
Who is the most loved interior D lineman?
Is it Vita
Most
Vea?
loved.
Oh, people love Vita Vea.
The fact that he doesn't wear gloves is very much like, oh, nah, he's different. Like you can't really mess with Vita Vea like that.
Yeah, because there's very few interior defensive linemen that are household names. Mm-hmm. So the pool of people that can possibly be loved is real small. Vita Vea is unique. He's likable. He's big. That helps a lot too. Most of the loved DTs are gigantic, and people think it's like cute, and they like him a lot because of that. He kind of fits the description.
You want your DTs to have a gut, to have a belly.
Yeah. Vince Wilfork was loved because he was huge.
he starts rubbing his belly. Yeah, that's
People love
it's a
when
good
the-
omen.
When the big guy does something cool and starts dancing, they love it.
Let's go Vita.
All right, cool.
Vita Vea.
He needs a dance.
Nah,
Like he needs a sexy Dexy dance.
Yeah,
Nah, I don't think so. Just rub his belly after a big play. He'll be all right.
dance.
Dance. Dance.
Yeah, that counts.
That counts. So you tell me Jalen Carter's not loved?
Right.
Nah, hell nah.
He's the opposite of love.
No.
Spit in the guy's face game 1. What the fuck? And he got to spend the next game. Hell nah.
He's done worse.
True.
Uh,
I don't know, man.
It's wild boys over there.
Spitting in somebody's face is crazy.
yeah, not the biggest controversy in Jalen Carter's history.
Yeah.
And with that being said, that is the end of this episode. If you're still here, let us know what you think about Love Island.
Sincere. You better act right, man. I'm watching you.
We'll see y'all next week.